What's up, everyone? How you doing? I thought I wouldn't be able to come on until 2 o'clock, but I'm here. The men's 400-meter semifinals already in progress right now. Things looking good. Quincy Hall just laid down a stunning performance there. 43.95, going sub 44 in the semifinal. Who would have thought? He looks in great shape. Great run there by also Jareem Richards from Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to the people in Trinidad and Tobago. Easily qualifying there. Waiting for the Botswana athlete and also whether or not Dobson from Great Britain can find their way there. They're in the bubble. First two, and next two automatically qualify. Lots of great stuff on tap tonight. Women's 200-meter final. And we're just second semifinal just on the way right now. And that features the likes of a Karani James. Moving well. James looking good. Making the step up as well. Endori also in this race. I anticipate him should be doing good as well. And Samuel Congo also in the mix. So it's really some good guys there. Thank you everyone for joining me. This is going to be a great watch along. Hopefully you're watching it and enjoying what's going on. So Karani James leads them off the top of the bend there, and he's gonna win. But look like Samuel Congo there. Samuel Congo fighting his way to win this ahead of the former champion Karani James, also qualifying. Oh my God, 43.79. That is ridiculous. Oh, that was that James? Samuel Congo was really going through right there. Let me see if I can get that. It actually was Karani James back to. Oh my God. Karani's back to real form here, guys. 43.78. National record for Samuel Congo at 43.81. I didn't realize James still was in the lead. I was just like taking the wrong look there. Christopher Bailey from the United States, waiting to see if he can get in at 44.31. PB for him, and Dory also on the outside. Ridiculous running so far here in the men's 400-meter semifinal. I guess, yeah, James actually got it on a better dip. Oh, yeah, much better dip by Karani James. That experience there, the Grenadian. He has won 3 medals at the Olympics, gold. He has gold, silver, and bronze already here. And now he's into his 4th consecutive final. How the hell is Karani James still running? It's just not even something that we can compare him. To be honest with you, if you know the story of Karani James, you know he's a guy that struggled with Graves' disease. He struggled with personal issues, even losing his coach recently. Yeah. Madness. Absolute madness. Yeah. Absolute madness there. So yeah. Yeah, we're waiting right now to see what's going on. Obviously, last night, if you were here in the live, we saw that great 5,000-meter final, which initially saw Faith Kipiegan being who got disqualified, but she was reinstated, obviously, and so that is a fantastic thing there. So Kenya going 1-2 with the great Sifana San picking up the bronze medal there. That was the big thing. Obviously, last night we also saw fantastic performance by Mondo Duplantis. You know, what a way to end the night. You know, there's no way else than Mondo show breaking the world record again, and he's looking super, super great, and we anticipate, you know, much more from him to come. But he's lit up the games in some really interesting ways, and yeah, good to see. You know, thanks everyone. I don't know if any comments are coming in. I'm operating by myself right now, so I don't have any studio help. But currently, we've gotten 2 of the 3 heats. They're next up on the track. Will have Mike Norman. Mike Norman opened up in the first round with a good 41-10 there, 44-10. I apologize, and he was really really on fire. We have Christopher Morales Williams here. Uh, big PB for him earlier this year. Yeah, Hudson Smith. I think those two, Norman and Hudson Smith, based on what we saw in the heats, should automatically qualify. But right now, if you're on the bubble times are you have 44-31, 44-33. Those two guys are on the bubble. Well, 44-43-2 is there. They may have to break that down. So Dobson's out for sure. So let's get the lineup real quickly on the screen. That's the lineup there. Yeah. And I'm just testing something here. Okay, yeah, so comments are actually working. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, big night. So, yeah, this is the lineup for the race. And yeah, lots of stuff on tap tonight. We have hammer throw final as well, 400-meter hurdle semifinal. That should be a cracker. Men's long jump final tonight, the 1500-meter final. Can Jakob Ingebrigtsen go back to back? And clearly women's steeplechase, that's going to be amazing too. And the 200-meter final, I mean, can Julien Alfred do the big thing and find her way on top of the podium, or will Gabby Thomas take it? It's going on. They're all in the game. I bet Botswana are praying for USA to pick Lyles on the second leg in the 4x4 so that Tobago, who can split 43 easily, can have fun with Noah on that leg. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, for the first time in a long time, I when was the last time the US lost a 4x4? It was when Bahamas won, right? Was that 2012? Was it 2012 that the Bahamas win, or was it in Beijing? No, my memory's kind of all over the place. But Botswana could be really, really dangerous. Really, really dangerous. They're all in the game. Yeah. Matty Hudson Smith for me, and potentially Mike Norman. Both of those look really good, but it's a high quality field. You never know what can happen. Yeah. Watch out for Ogazi from Nigeria as well. I don't know what I'm not quite sure the form of Morales anyway. Yeah. Yeah, 2027. Yeah, I meant in the Olympics though. Yeah. But yeah, you're right on that. Yeah. And so these guys are off right now. And already making up the stagger there is Hudson Smith on Morales. It looks like Mike Norman going, but not going as smooth as he did. Javon Powell trying to pump there, but I think he's way out of it. Hudson Smith will come off the top of the bend. He's leading by a country mile right now, Matthew Hudson Smith. Really easing. Mike Norman have to be working harder now, but not really sprinting that hard. Hudson Smith off the gas with about 40 or so meters to go. Mike Norman comes in 44.07 there. Very comfortable run. Gotta be honest with you, Hudson Smith looks the best so far. Let me get that results up there. So we're looking at Hudson Smith with a 44.07. I thought probably the most comfortable run. I mean, Karani James looked good as well, but he did what he was supposed to do there. Hudson Smith working hard, coming off the top of the bend, and he's just using the big screen there to check. And Norman looks like he might be laboring a little bit there. I'm not quite sure. I have to see a better look of his face, but Norman securing the automatic spot there. Ogazi also with a PB there of 44.41, picking up a qualifying time. Javon Powell also coming in fourth, but not good enough. So let's see if we can pick up a summary here. So this is your final of the men's 400 meters. Karani James doing it in the fastest time of 43.78. Muzala Samuel Congo with 43.81. That was a cracking race. And Quincy Hall 43.95. Hudson Smith 44.07. Norman 44.26. Bailey 44.31. And Jareem Richards 44.33. And Ogazi 44.41. Those are the men that will contest the Olympic 400 meter final. Hammer throw coming up soon. You got likes of Price, Zhao there from you have the Canadian athlete there. This is gonna be fantastic. All in the game the same. Big fan of the 18-year-old Samogazi. Yeah, that kid is special there. Nigeria found one there. They found a good quarter miler. If he keeps his head on his shoulder, you can only anticipate him going much, much faster. 400 meter coming to light here at the Olympic Games. We didn't see a lot of sub 4 to 6 prior to the games. In fact, we only saw 2, Hudson Smith and Hall. And now Karani has joined the party. Samuel Conga has joined the party as well, which is good to see. We knew he has a lot of talent. Wasn't quite sure when we saw that big run from him last year. Didn't do much afterwards. And now he's back. So this is going to be a fantastic stuff here. Fantastic stuff. We got to make some predictions, obviously. Yeah. But before that, we'll do a quick semifinal preview of the women's 400 meter hurdles. It's going to be cracking stuff there. You got Jones there from the United States, Nielsen from Great Britain, obviously Rochelle Clayton getting on podiums on a number of occasions there. Expect the bulk of the running to come from probably Clayton, obviously, and Jones. I mean, you can't really count out the rest, but I suspect that's where you're looking at. Top 2 go through. This is a good heat for me for Rochelle Clayton. I mean, it's good to see Rizakova making it. Had to go to repechage round, right? And yeah, Genevieve Russell, I'm not quite sure. Obviously, Sidney McLaughlin will walk this. Probably won't even come out of first gear, to be honest with you. So that's the lineup there for that. And then heat number 3 will feature Anna Cockrell, who I really like a lot. Where's Femke? I think I missed Femke in one of these heats. Did I miss this? Oh, Femke is in heat 1, right? Is she? What? I gotta change my glasses here. Oh, Femke is in heat 3, because I knew that was the case. Sorry. So you got Femke and Anna for me. Should come out of that. Let me get back to some of the comment sections in a minute here. It's all about all in the game now. Shame about Doom. Yeah. Let's see this again. I mean, it's tough because all season Alexander Doom to me looked really good. He had some good runs there too, with on the Diamond League circuit. Look really good, and it's one of those things. You never want to come here and then struggle. But we've seen a lot of great athletes going down, and it's not really good. Tough for him. Tough for him. Hammer throw coming up, obviously. I guess Roger should probably knock this out the park. What about Price? Zhao there from China. It's gonna be a lot of stuff, guys. Thanks for liking the video. Appreciate all of you guys liking the video. Steeplechase final tonight. That's gonna be a cracker. Yavi made it. Chemata is there. Beatrice Kipchoge. I mean, this is gonna be outrageous. Even Jarutu's around. I mean, it's gonna be up there. Men's 1500 meter final. Ken Hobbs Kessler or Cole Hocker make the way on the podium. Jakob, Josh Kerr. What about Timothy Chariot? Can he make the podium? We're looking at a lot of guys there. Yeah. Which race do you want? The 200-meter race isn't coming up until if you want in the 200-meter final, that's coming up at 3:40 Eastern Standard Time. So you got a good you got what, an hour and 40 minutes there before that. Next on the track will be the women's 400-meter semifinal, and that's coming up in another 8 minutes or so. Hammer final now in progress, just starting there. Not only one throw there. Price, I think, let me just put that up real quick. Price failed had a foul attempt on her first. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm just now seeing the Zhao throw at 72.90. So yeah, that's a legit throw there for her first one. Yeah. You know, that's at her best. She can go over much more than that. So there's a lot more in store. Yeah, but Hammer this year, obviously, is the young Canadian. Should be in the mix too. She's had a 77, 76 there the season. Obviously, Anderson had the biggest throw from the US this year, but she's not here. So, oh yeah, I want to talk about some of those things too. Thanks for bringing that. What's up? Let me get so 200-meter final. Just to clarify, will come up at hour and 39 minutes. Jared is saying those semis were fast, very fast. Interesting. Yesterday, I was saying on the live yesterday when Atta Bolin was talking about, I think I saw a clip on the World Athletics podcast saying world record. I still think they're insane. They're literally insane. But I do anticipate some good running there. Can Karani James make another podium? If he were to do that, that would be four consecutive Olympic Games where the man from Grenada would be on the podium. I wouldn't put it past him. I certainly think he's in great shape. I mean, he knows how to prepare well. Again, he's one of those athletes where you can just get your body right just for the Olympics. You don't have to worry about anything else. There's no competition to speak of in Grenada. Talking about that now, all in the game. When I was watching this morning and I was telling you, when Mihambo fouled on the first two jumps, I was like, it's not good. They need to step back. And she was way behind the board, as you say, 30.9 cm and jumped a big 68, 686 there. Yeah, this morning we had some really good performances in the end there. I think the javelin this morning was really good in terms of the qualification of the javelin throw this morning. But since we're on the long jump, let me talk about it quickly, because you never wanted to see, you don't want to see an athlete of her quality not being there. Woodall Davis going 690 this morning. Her first one wasn't as good, but she got there. Yapachino for me also looked decent. I think maybe she had a couple, but Mihambo had to do much there, but she's in such top class form that I mean, as I was said before, coming into this, I have Mihambo, Tara Davis, Woodall. I think I have Yapachino on the medal podium too. The thing that I want to see the form of Esse Brume. She's into the final too. You can never count her out. Jasmine Moore, I think she's jumping with, I mean, no pressure, already on the podium in the women's triple jump. We'll get to see there, but a number of women making it through. Akila Smith too from Jamaica in the mix there. I don't want to. The big casualty was Ivana Vuleta, or no, what's her name? Spanovic. No, I think she's married. yeah, that was the big casualty. We didn't get her into the finals of the long jump, and that's she's been having a little bit of a trouble this season, to be honest with you. Yeah. Uh, where am I? Was, I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Julia. If you want to see the videos, we're not doing the videos. So this is the performance so far of the hammer throw final. Rogers already in the lead with a 74-11. Zhao second, Jakobsen and Rodriguez from Venezuela. Still very much early rounds in the women's uh, hammer, but we'll get into more of that later on. Where am I? All in the game is saying so. Uh, Jerim for backing himself to make the 400-meter final. No, that's good. I mean, Richards have been talking all year about not really liking the 400 meters, but or something of him saying that the 400 meters basically is picking him as opposed to that. He is, uh, I think, better equipped for the 400 meters. I don't think he has the explosive power anymore to really deliver on the 200-meter space, but and especially when you think about the competition in the 200 meters. But it's good to see that he's there. It's good to have a Trinidad representative there. My wife will be happy, obviously, even though she doesn't know about it yet. Yeah, all in the game is and with all three U.S. men making the 400 final, 16-year-old Quincy Wilson is definitely running the 4x4 semi. Boy, oh boy, if they don't put Wilson on the 4x4 heats, I'm not quite sure what's happening there. It's not, I don't think, I want to go on record and think it is not a risk to put the 16-year-old kid out there unless is hurt. That's a different story. We've seen time and time again running for bullets. He's done a lot of relays. I mean, he's run some messy relays at the Penn relays. Two of them, too, in which his team put him back a setback this season, and he had to dig deep to get them back out of it. And if you can run on the Penn relay track, you can run on any track because it's the most dangerous thing to run on. And so I think he should be in the mix there. You're welcome. And get the kid there. He's not going to disappoint. We saw him in that last race before before everybody went to the Olympics, beating, was it Bryce Deadman did he beat? So he's easily going to give you a low 44 on the leg or potentially going sub 44. Get the kid out. Get the kid on the thing. And even more so now, as you're mentioning, with all of these American guys making it into the final of the 400 meters. The first semifinal is up for the women's 400-meter hurdles. You got Clayton now. I'm just seeing on the screen, obviously. Yeah, Nielsen is there. Jasmine Jones. Yeah, all sort of people there. I think both are running for me. I want to see what Rochelle Clayton can do. Got to finish in top 2 and see what's going on there. But let me just start watching that race. Thanks everybody for joining. I really appreciate if you would just give the video a like, subscribe, get your comments in. Let me know your thoughts, your predictions. What are you thinking is happening tonight? That's what you want to do. I know some of you might be busy, so it's fine. All in the game quickly. Karan is first sub 44 in 3 years. Samoa Congo finally runs a sea level sub 44. Yeah, that's true. It's possible in the final, but nothing near the 43.03 world record. What's Atto on? I actually don't know what Atto is saying. I think Sanya looked at him kind of sideways. I only watched a sliver of that, so I didn't get the full details of the analysis, which I probably don't want to see either. No disrespect to him. There's no way you're earning. They don't. You know what 44.03 is? I don't know if they understand this. He should understand this, but I'm just saying the feel isn't that stuck. The best you can get, I suspect, if the conditions are right, 43 5, 43 4, if we are lucky. Uh, there's no 43 twos running, at least, you know. Someone can clip this up if I'm wrong, but I just can't see that. Okay, so they're off in the women's, and I'm running two screens today. In the women's 400-meter hurdle semifinal there, Rochelle Clayton already making up the stagger on the athlete from Great Britain. Yeah, Clayton is storming away here. Really good running here from the Jamaican who knows how to find a way on the medal podium. Yeah. Jones is also making good stride too. Jones is coming around strong on the bend too. But Rochelle Clayton is going to come off the top of the bend very comfortable with at least a 4-meter lead here, it looks like, or even more. She's opening up on them. She just needs to comfortably now navigate the last two hurdles, and then she'll find her way. And she's by herself right now. She should probably shut it down. She's still running a 52.99 there for Rochelle Clayton. Someone fell. Didn't really see who that is. Jones also getting the automatic spot. Yeah, it was I think it was Nielsen there because she didn't come across the line. Let me get this up. That's the results there. But I'm just looking at it again. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can see what happened to Nielsen there, why she fell. Really good running by Russell there. I thought if she did a check on the screen, which is not what you always want, she probably shouldn't be doing any check. Oh my, yes. Unfortunately, there for Lena, for Nielsen there. Clayton could have shut it down more and conserved some more energy, but it's certain that, well, she's not really working hard, in fairness. So she's just like going through. Jasmine Jones ensuring with the dip that she automatically qualifies. So 53.83 is a good time. That might be good enough, but I don't really know, to be honest with you. Don't really know. All in the game is saying Lena was pushing for third and fell. It looks that way. That's the thing when the stride pattern goes off. The South African there with a personal best. And Nielsen saw Jones slowing down in second and got overexcited. Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, could be that. I haven't, it's hard to see. Dina Price here coming up for a second throw in the women's hammer throw. Let's see what this looks like. That good side on angle there. Yeah, good release. Really good release. Did she stay? Uh, Still looks like it need a little bit more height. That's a little bit over 70 meters. Not a good throw there for her. The rotation looks a bit sluggish there for Price. Let's see. It looks like a bit. Let me check the score. Let me check. I have to check the distance. It hasn't come up yet. Let's see if it comes up here. Hammer throw. All right, no. So this is where we are in the women's hammer throw. That was just about 70-18 for Price. Yeah. We have long jump coming up at some point. So yeah, that's the first race on track tonight. Obviously, the hurdles for semifinal there. That was good. Second semifinal will come up. That will feature the world record holder with a season best and / world record time of the year 50.65. Lots of people waiting and to see whether or not we'll get a big run from her. Where are we there? Some more comments. Don't forget to put your comments in. Thanks all in the game. Between Cockrell and Clayton for the bronze medal. That's where I had this before. I said that from the start in my predictions. I like what I'm seeing from Rochelle Clayton. It's a continuation of the Rochelle Clayton we've been seeing these last few seasons. Anna Cockrell this year running blinders. Yeah, as we've said before, all things being equal, what we're gonna get here is a a race between Femke and Sydney, and then everybody else up there. Yeah. Where's this? Rory saying, "How you doing, Rory? Doesn't Wilson have the fourth best PR in the 400 meter of any Americans in Paris?" Yeah, but she didn't. Yeah. Oh yeah. All in the game is answering this. Yeah, but all in the game is saying yeah, but he ran it after the trials where he finished 6 in 42, 44:22. Yeah. Yeah. The PR came at the American Track League race in, was it in Florida at the Holloway one? I think. Uh, yeah. Yeah. I am very concerned about Quincy Wilson's long term future, to be honest with you. I mean, the kid obviously is a prodigy. He's a talent that we haven't seen in a long time, but he's running a 400 meters. It's just like outrageous the kind of work you have to do in order to pump those times out. And every time he's touching the track, he's PB in. It's, yeah, it's out there. It's out there. Kier McLeod there walking out for the men's. Yeah, thanks for confirming that all in the game for the men's long jump. The men's long jump final on tap tonight. And a penny for Carl Lewis's thoughts that there's not a single American in the men's long jump. You know, Bob Beeman should be around somewhere. He would be upset. Ralph Boston, who we lost a couple years ago. I think last year we lost. Yeah, it was it last year we lost Ralph Boston. He would have been turning in his grave. Where's Mike Paul when we need him? This is one of my most biggest gripe I have when it comes to the long jump. That I just think like a lot of people, especially in the States, have disrespected the event to a level where they don't. I don't know why the long jump is one of the most exciting thing there. But anyway, let me stop that. There we have a good quality field there. The qualifying round of the long jump was not good in any way, except obviously for the big man Tentaglu. I wouldn't put it past him to win it on jump number one. I don't know what we can get from the likes of a Wayne Pinnock from Jamaica. Let me put up yeah. So it's in progress. Zhang there already getting off to a start with a 781. But there is McLeod. I like the kid from Italy, Frolani. I think he has a lot of promise. Hammer, as we know, can jump big as well. Let's see what we'll get from him. You know, Wayne Pinnock and Kier McLeod on their day could make the podiums. One or two niggles coming in for them, but we'll see. But Tentaglu has to be the favorite for me. If nothing else, Tentaglu is extremely conservative. Not conservative, consistent. Let me get this one comment here from All in the Game before we turn our attention to the women's second semifinal for the 400-meter hurdles. All in the Game is saying Matt Bowling should be doing long jump, given that it's in its weakest state in the US. You're right. Yeah, I think you were saying this, or we were joking around with this, but not really that joking. That Bowling picked the wrong year not to do the long jump. Yeah, Matt Bowling is an interesting guy. You think he could be a good multi-eventer? I don't know. I don't think he could probably pole vault, so that's probably a problem. Anyway, world record holder, defending champion Sydney McLaughlin on screen there. She looks really good. Looking lean. There's Genevieve Russell there. Joseph, I'm getting a shot of. The second semifinal of the women's 400 meters. Our hurdles are on track. Just a quick look again at the lineup there for those of you who want to see it for your viewing pleasure. Rizakova, as you know, had to do hard work to get into the semifinal. Yeah. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting time there. And top two automatically qualify. The bubble right now, the queue room times are Glendon's, who, if I'm I don't even know how to pronounce the South African name. I have to go check that. 53.90 there. And the French athlete there, Grebo, 54.84. I suspect those times aren't good enough to get into the final. I mean, if you just saw that, I suspect you would think you could do much better than that. Yeah. All in the game says no chances at the decathlete, but could be a consistent 830 jumper, which is good enough to make the US team in this era. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want. I like Matt Bowling in an interesting way. I don't think he. Some of the early stuff that maybe we talked about maybe all 3 years ago, a lot of people thought he was gonna like transform and be like a, get into all these American teams, and it's tough. It's tough, but he's a good athlete, and I do hope he finds his way. Uh, yeah, I mean, he could do the long jump. I think you can do the long jump and the 200 at the same time. I don't really don't know why athletes don't do multiple events. If you can sprint well, I think you still can do the long jump. It's just a matter of managing it. We know there's an increased risk for joint injury or something like that, but it's good sports science out there. It's just about maintaining good quality conditioning, and especially if he thinks about his career just to end that point all in the game and wanting to represent the US at a major championships and potentially sneaking a medal from time to time, because we've seen the long jump internationally does you can get on to a podium with 820 sometimes, so it's an interesting thing. What's the Brit guy? You remember we went back a few years, the British long jumper there, Team GB guy, or rather. Anyway, women's 400-meter hurdles, and they're in the blocks right now. There should be a City McLaughlin all the way every day. Yeah, Greg Rutherford. Thank you. Yeah. And they're really out already. Good running there. City McLaughlin already gone off. Genevieve Russell looking decent there. She might be second. I'm not 100% sure. But McLaughlin is getting up off the top of the hurdle a good, good few seconds before everybody else. She's running really comfortable. Good run from the athlete there in lane 8, but getting run out of it already. McLaughlin is coming around on the corner right now, and she's going to lead everybody by 15, 20 meters or more going into this home stretch. She can certainly shut it down. The race is behind her. Can Russell find a speed? No, she can't. And she won't make it. Sydney wins this in like 52:13. It's the easiest 52:13 you'll ever see in your life. And the French athlete looks like she makes it. Marval there from France, getting the automatic spot. Joseph there in 54th, 12 from South Africa. That won't make it. That won't make it. So results on the screen. But again, Sydney McLaughlin, as easy as you like. Running 52. I've never seen a 52:13 that easy. It's an embarrassment the way in which she runs it so easily. This is like when Sydney McLaughlin will make you take your things and go home. It's just outrageous. She's not even running in the home stretch. That could have been. Oh, I don't even know what it could be. Yeah, Marvel did it. She's a former hip athlete. That's good to see there. Thanks for saying that, for mentioning that all the game. Yeah, Sydney not doing anything but just running through here. She's not even breathing. And then you can see the shot of Sydney McLaughlin talking to the media, and she's not even breathing. How can you run 52:13 and not even breathe? Mattia Furlani here now. I'm getting a shot of him going up on the long jump. Let's see what he does here. Come in. That's good there. Oh! That has to be That has to be. Is that legit? That's a big jump there from Furlani there. Like 8 meters 34. 834. Big jump from him into a headwind. At first, that's good use of the board there. Just a 1.5 cm. Really, the teenager here, Furlani, planted that and set up himself really nicely. 834 is big time. Big time. All in the game is saying South Africa should be proud of producing two semifinalists who ran well. Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. All in the game is saying the kid is special. He is special. Nadine, how are you doing? Well gone, my people. She says, one love to you. So Independence Day in Jamaica, right? That kid just that was a lovely going back to your point there, all in the game. That was nice. That was nice. The standing, let me just give you the quick standing in the men's long jump so far. Early attempts being made there. Furlan in the lead with a 834. Big jump for him. The other guys haven't gone over 8 meters. Kier McLeod from Jamaica, 51. Bats from Germany, Zhang, and 795 as well there. So we'll get to that in a second. Speaking of that too, I wanted to mention something. If allow us to go back to this morning, I thought the javelin was pretty decent this morning in terms of the qualification. I think pretty good. Neeraj Chopra looking good. Anderson Peters looking good. If I remember, also good to see Nadeem because you hardly see him on the circuit. The Pakistani guy, he's there. Diego back with it with a big one, 85.97. But Chopper dropping that 89.34, the Olympic champion, is probably in fantastic form. Good to see Kershawn Walcott there, the man from Togo, Trinidad and Tobago, if I get that correctly. He is, he got into the final on a small queue in ranking at number 11. The former Olympic champion and medalist as well, too, is there. I guess the biggest loss would have been Max Denning, because Denning was one of the favorites, I thought, coming into this javelin throw. Just couldn't get it right, only going 79.24. And that was a tough one. Yeah. How are you? What's up to you? No, it's good. It's really exciting times in the evening here. We are looking to see what will go on. All in the game is saying, want to see Chopra finally throw 90 meters. It's overdue. Yeah, for sure. You never know what kind of conditions you'll get in the finals, but you anticipate that given what we've seen from the early form of some of these guys, it could be big stuff, Yeah. Yeah, Shamar is saying happy Independence Day to all my Jamaican athletes. So yeah, I think Jamaica's independence today. So shout out to that. Femke Bola, I'm seeing on screen right now. I mean, Femke already has been extremely impressive at this year's Olympic Games. That final run from Femke on that leg, they're just showing that on the NBC screen. They're not showing it on the world feed. But the way in which Femke just eat up the athletes there, that 47.9 leg on the 4x4 mixed relay, it just looks like as if she wasn't moving. It's just the most relaxed 47.93 you'll ever see. Anna Cockrell here, Salmon from Jamaica, Bowl. So Bowl is behind Anna Cockrell. Be honest with you, I anticipate just Femke and Anna taking the top two here. We'll see what we'll get from the others. Sutherland from Canada has been pretty decent this year as well. I don't know. Cheyenne Salmon would have to run the race of our life. I think it's important that if you want to get into this final, you could see the bubble times already. It's possible to get in. Yeah. Can Jamaica get 2 athletes into the final? How you doing, Vivian? Yeah, St. Lucia tonight for sure. All eyes will be on that matchup. You're looking at Gabby Thomas, who still probably is the favorite, but I imagine Julian is running like a free woman. The Olympic title on her back. This is, she has everything there. That's going to be a great race. Mackenzie Long there, Gabby from Cote d'Ivoire, Asha Smith making a final, Daryl Nita, 2 British women there, Brittany Brown, Gabby Thomas, 3 Americans, and Julien Alfred, Favor Feely. Alfred will have to run blind because Gabby will be behind her. Can Favor Feely run a blinder too? I'm excited for this. Very long time you haven't seen a Jamaican in the final of a major 200 meter. It's been a long time there. All right. Good to hear. Good to hear. I don't know what this means, Osman. Looking forward to Juju gold medal in this race. Yeah, it would be good. Market, what's going on? Yes, Lord, we have 100 likes. I'm even paying attention to likes. I'm running blind here. Good. Thanks, everyone. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this race. 2 women already this year, obviously gone sub 51. Unprecedented. There is a false start here. There is a false start here. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I just got a call from my wife, so I had to take that. Something is going wrong right here with Anna Cockrell. So Anna did put her hand up. She wasn't comfortable. Toby, how you doing? Toby says, rooting for my Nigerian brother in the final. Yeah, that kid is special. Don't know what he can deliver today, but when the final comes, not today, sorry. But his future is bright. Yeah, 7 and something. It's good to have people on channel. Thank you so much. So yeah, there's a break here. The officials are trying to figure this out. Are they gonna DQ Anna? No, they're gonna come with the green card is coming. The green card is coming. That's good to see. That's good to see. Yeah. And they're off right now, and Femke Bowl is just running this like child's play. Shana Salmon is there too. Anna Cochran is there. I mean, Salmon could actually run a blinder here on the curve if she wants. Anna Cockrell is right behind Femke. Femke is not running hard at all. This is really good running. And Salmon is walking up onto Femke Bowl because she wants to See if she can get there. Anna Cockrell have to fight between Femke Ball will win this. Cockrell coming down. Salmon there, finishing third. PB for her with at 53.13 for Shania Salmon there from Jamaica. Femke Ball wins this in 52.57, 52.90. Let me get that up. I'm looking at this again. Femke ran this really easy. Femke, this is what you call energy conservation here. Did not even do anything. Heartbreak there for one of the athletes in the queue room because she just realized that she didn't make it. It's a summary up here. Let's see. Heat 3 was what? This is what? 53.13. 53.12 here. No, 54.12. So that's not going through at all. What's in Heat 1? 53.90. So Jamaica has 2 representatives in the final, it looks like. Yeah. It should be that. Yeah. Want to hear what Femke was just walking this. So very comfortable for Femke Ball. Obviously very comfortable for Sydney McLaughlin as well. So Ball wins it in 52.57 ahead of Anna Cockrell 52.90, and the Jamaican Salmon there too. And so this is gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be great. Currently Tentoglu now. I'm gonna see him here go up, Olympic champion. Let's see what he gets out of this. Looks good on the board. Looks like a big jump there. May not be good enough to go ahead of Furlani, but he lands on the board. We'll get a better shot of the board. Let's see. I mean, just get a quick update. I'll get back to your comments in a second, guys. I really start piling the comments in, guys. You know, I put them up. So so that was 8:27 for Tentoglu. Furlani still leads. Wang in third at 7:96. Oh, let me put that up. I think I can. And Bats just did a big jump there, going over 8 meters too. So not big jump, but big enough to get into the 8-meter mark. Wayne Pinnock is still in 6th position. Yeah, early days in the men's long jump right now. Early days in the men's long jump. I'll touch the comments. Robert, my man, how you doing? Cockrell will not medal. Clayton will get the bronze. Yeah, initially, I like what I saw from Anna Cockrell this season at the US Championships in general as well. But I think the bronze medal goes to Clayton and Cockrell. But more so now, I'm firmly believing that Rochelle Clayton should do this. She also has the experience at this level to get on the podium. And to be honest, when you're in a situation where the big two are just way beyond, you just got to focus. There's Etchun Woke here in the hammer sector. Ooh, it's good. That's over 75 meters there. Yeah, back to that point. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from Russell. There's a steeliness in the way she approaches her races as well. All in the game. Nigeria have 3 people in an Olympic final for the first time ever in the women's long jump, and one of them is another 18-year-old like Sam Ogazi in the men's 400. No, it's good. I've had conversations with Deja, my the journalist there, and I should bring him on the channel. I know he's probably busy too. The Nigerians, obviously they're really talented. A huge country. They should be doing much better in track and field than they actually do. They don't have the necessary structure that they need there. Is this E Hammer? It's a good jump there from E Hammer right there. That probably gets him into the 8 meter mark. Yeah, that 8 meter 20 there for E Hammer, automatically putting him into place. But to end the Nigeria conversation, they have a lot of talented athletes. If they develop the right structure, they'll be an extremely big force to reckon with. They should be coming to a major championships with a team that's like as close to the size of the US, you would think. Not that big, but they should be coming with a lot of athletes given the population they have. If they get it right. Jared, how are you doing? What do you think Sydney and Femke will run in the finals? Uh Sub 51 for sure. Sub 51. I don't know. Something close to 50 seconds in the 400-meter hurdles. That's probably what we might get. I don't know. World record, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Now, a comment here by Gabriel. I believe Julien Alfred will take this final gold medal. What a night would that be? That's exclusive club there. Should join an elite category of women to do the double. I mean, I don't know what kind of pandemonium would happen in St. Lucia were that to happen. But Alfred is in great form. Yeah. All in the game is saying 50.3 for Sid, 50.8 for Femke. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if the execution is right, two women are going sub 51 for sure. Unless it's like a downpour or a rainy night in Paris, but it should be fine. Rory saying sounds about right to all in the game. Yeah. Yeah, I given what we've seen from Sidney McLaughlin, she should be able to go even. Yeah, she should be able to do that for real all in the game. Who knows? Even faster. It's possible. I don't know. Thanks everybody for coming on. So right now the long jump final is in progress. The next thing on the track in about 8 minutes would be the men's 1500-meter final. Let me put up the starting lineup for that. You let me know. You let me know. I mean, this is special. I think when I looked at this preview, when I did my preview, I was saying that I would probably go with Jakob. I was even thinking that Timothy Chariot could even get the big jump there from. That looks like a good jump there from Tentaglu. He doesn't. Oh, that's probably a no jump. Is it a legal jump? Did he get the? Oh yeah, he did get the. He did get the green light. Where's Tentaglu on this? Anyway, yeah, I did say maybe Chariot. I did, Josh Kerr. What about him? 8:48 now for Tentaglu. Takes the lead. That's a big jump there from him. We shouldn't sleep on Cole Hawker. Yardna Goose. Is it his time to shine? I mean, it's gonna be big running here. Yeah. 200-meter race is at an hour from now, or less than an hour from now. Where are we here? All in the Game says next year fans really want to see Sid and Femke in the 400 versus Paulina, Price, Adalike, Kazmarek, and a healthy Shawnee. Speaking of that, I'm glad you brought up Shawnee. Before I address that, Shawnee did come out this morning in the repechage round, and yeah, she just went through the motions. I'm gonna be honest with you. Obviously, we can't tell Shawnee what to do or anything like that. But I didn't like it. I just didn't like it because I feel like Shawnee is just so clutch and elite. Maybe it's the competitive spirit that we can't understand. Oh, big jump there from Wayne Pinnock. Big jump there. Let's see where he lands. Wayne Pinnock goes into second place immediately. 8:36. That's a good jump there from the Jamaican. Finds his way right into from probably 8th position. A lot more space on the board to offer. And he could find his way immediately into second position there, displacing Furlani from Italy. So good jump there from Wayne Pinnock. Let me get that up on the screen real quickly. This is where we are for the long jump. Tentoglu leading with 8:48. Pinnock in second, 8:36. Furlani, 8:34. Ehammer at 8:20. And Fincham Dukes, 8:14. Kerr McLeod in Jamaica currently in 12th position. He needs to find a big one if he's going to get the additional jumps. That's where we are right now. What was that? What point was I on? Yeah, I didn't like it, to be honest with you, because I feel like Sean is just too much of royalty in the sport. And to run it and not at your best when none of those athletes in the field could even lace up a Shawnee Miller-Weber shoe. It's just like, I don't know. She shouldn't have done it. I didn't like it. But I think she give it a. I mean, I guess she defended her title as best as she can. So she left it on the field, but I just didn't like it. Back to your point, though, all in the game. Many years ago, we discussed whether or not the Marita Koch world record could go. I still don't think it's possible. I just don't think anybody can run that. And if you're not looking at the screen, you know why. But we haven't seen the kind of talent level here we're looking at in a long time. So, yeah. Let me get back to some comments. Good to see some people coming on. No, Smith, we won't do it. All in the Game. I want to see Sydney double in the 2-4. Jai saying Cole Haka can win. Haka can't win, I don't think, Jared. I like him a lot. It's from Indianapolis, but I can't see it. I did put up the leaderboard already. All in the Game agrees. I didn't like it too. Would rather she was a DNS. It's hurting seeing her like yeah. It's just like she's the biggest thing we've seen in a long time. All time great already in Shawnee Miller-Weber. Yeah, don't let I didn't like it. How you doing, Godspaw? What happened to Shelley and Fraser Price in the 100? Well, she didn't come out for the semi-final. As far as we know, both her and Sharika Jackson are not participating any further at the Paris Olympics. Yeah, we saw some things early in the semifinal that happened to both Fraser Price and Shakari not being able to enter from one gate, and then other stuff happened. Agro, what's going? Family family life has affected Shauna Miller's track career. I mean, she had a child, which is good. A lot of athletes come back from having children and become fantastic. Faith Kipyega and Fraser Price. I could list some more. I don't think that's an issue. She ended up having injuries, and so that's one of those things. Rory says, I think Sid can go sub 48. You would think. I'm not saying sub 48 is out of the question for women in general, but I mean, but 4760 is out there. August says if Sydney does the double, one of the event will suffer. All right. Anyway, right now, let me give you the last update on the long jump because all eyes are going to be now on the 1500-meter final. Currently, Tentaglu still leads. Pinnock is in second, and Furlani is in third. Eham fourth. We'll get to that in the rest. Men's 1500-meter final right now. Margaret is saying for elite athletes, the Olympics is just another meet. Can't wait to see some of these athletes in the Diamond League races. That's the money. Yeah, I mean, the Diamond League should be good afterwards, but usually sometimes it feels anticlimactic after the Olympics, right? Or after the World Championships. But I do understand where you're coming from on that. And then you get an opportunity to see some athletes who didn't make it at the Olympics and some who were just probably injured and, probably finish the season strong. All right, men's 1500-meter final, steeplechase up next for women, and then end the night with the 200-meter final. They are about to start. This is going to be a ridiculous. And they're off. No, last chance if we'll get a world record, probably not. But who knows? Josh Kerr already there. Ingebrigtsen immediately takes the lead and he started to open up on Chariot. Is that? I don't even know if that's Chariot. Actually, that's Coleman. Yeah. Ingebrigtsen already going sub 327 this year. I think if an athlete can do this and if the pacing is right, it's unlikely you can beat him. Yeah. Kerr is there, so it's Ingebrigtsen, Coleman, Kerr, and Chariot right behind him. Now Goose is in the mix too, and it looks like the other American there, Hobbs Kessler, Cole Hocker in the mix as well. That's the pack separated slightly from an Italian athlete, it seems. Oh, whoa. That is a quick time for 54.9 is really fast for the first four. This is tough. All in the game is saying Jakob wants to run wire to wire. That's on really ridiculous pace. Ingebrigtsen is pushing this. I don't know if they can hang with this. Coleman right there too. Is Coleman doing a team run there in order to give Chariot the chance? Let's see what they'll have at 800 meters. If it's under 152, that will be on world record pace probably. 51:30, 51:51. That might be world record pace. And Ingebrigtsen is opening this up. He's trying to open this up on a bunch of guys. Chariot is now stepping up to go with Jakob. I have Ingebrigtsen and Jakob and then Josh Kerr as the medalists. And that's currently how they look right now. This is madness. $2:33 there. This is going to be super fast. Jakob Ingebrigtsen still in the lead. Chariot is right behind him. Josh Kerr is there. Nagoose. Cole Haka. Josh Kerr is opening up, stepping into the part of the in one. This is gonna be ridiculous. Cole Haka is moving. This can't be right. Nagoose is coming. Chariot is fading. Inga Britson. Look at Haka. Haka is gonna come on the inside. And he's getting boxing by Jakob Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen is going to get run out of this. Cole Haka is going to win the gold medal. Is he going to win this? Cole Haka. He's going to beat Josh Kerr. Cole Haka. America go 1-3. Jakob gets run out. Gee. Olympic record 3:27.65. Who said Cole Haka would win on the live? Somebody said Cole Haka would win on the live. I can't. Sorry, I think I took myself off the screen by mistake. America go 1-3. Josh Kerr in second. Jakob Ingebrigtsen doesn't even find the podium. 3:28. Comes in here with a sub 3:27 and can't find a way on the podium. 3 guys going 3:27. 3:27.65 is the Olympic record, national record for Great Britain. 3:27.79. Let me get that on the screen. Hobbs Kessler in 5th. Somebody said Cole Hopper could win this. All in the game. Right now, there's nothing Ingebrigtsen can say. He has failed in the last 3 years over the 1500 meters. At least the last 2 times he was on the medal podium. This time he got run out of it. Absolutely run out of it. Nagoose finds the way on the podium. Rory says, what a race, what a race. All in the game says, as soon as Jakob starts looking over Elas. We know that because he immediately was trying to block Haka from coming on the inside. He took the check and he was trying to block him on the inside, but he had nothing. He's looking up on the screen. He has 0 in the tank there, Jakob Ingebrigtsen. He could barely hold on. Look how far Nagoose had to come. Look how far Nagoose had to come. He's fighting. Left hand going the wrong way. Right hand going the other. Ingebrigtsen got run out of this. Josh Kerr was trying. Look at Cole Haka there. He had even time to put his hands up before the... Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is one of the most amazing races we'll ever see. I keep saying those things. Haka 3:27.65 Olympic record. Kerr national record. Yared Nagoose. The Americans go 1-3 on the podium. The Kenyans get run out of it in a ridiculous fashion, finishing in 11th and 12th. What happened here? What happened here? Margaret says, boy, you see that anything can happen. It's sports. That's why we love it. I mean, that's a statement of the night there. That sums it up all there, Margaret. A big throw there from Cameron is in single. Rogers looks like she's in a single medal position. I'll get back to that in a second. Owen said, I told you all Cole Haka for the win. Yes, Owen, you did say it. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I've seen a lot of races in my life here. But this one is up there in terms of just didn't see this coming. I mean, how many people had Nagusa and Haka on the medal podium? I think Haka, I said in my preview the other night, you can't sleep on Cole, but I didn't think two of them would find a way on the podium. Not only that, 1 and 3. This is a big run from Nagu. Stepped up big time. Big run. All in the game. Haka has always had the best kick. I thought the way it was working, to be honest with you, all in the game, because when we checked the number at 800, I was like, he's stretching them, Jakob, that is. But I didn't think they could hang with him. Yeah. Robert Jakob's attitude cost him the race. I don't know. I think Jakob has a problem when it comes to properly measuring pace. All in the game says, can't wait for Jakob's excuses. I'm going to pass on these excuses because there's no excuses he can make right now. I mean, that doesn't take away from his talent and his ability, obviously. But Jake Whiteman, smack him in the face. Josh Kerr did the same. And now tonight, 3 other men did it. Yeah, you did see it. You did say that, Jared. Yeah. Wayne Pinnock here on the runway. Let's see what he can do here. That's a good jump, but not that won't beat his previous attempts there. Edwin says, "I was 100% Jakob. Oh, you were 100% sure Jakob was going to choke." Let me get a check again of where the long jump is. The long jump standing is currently this. Tentoglu is still in the lead at 8 meters and 48, followed by Wayne Pinnock, 8:36, leading by 2 cms ahead of Matteo Furlani from Italy. Let's see. Yeah, Kira McLeod out, obviously. Dalmira out as well. Juska out. The Croatian is out too. Wang is in 8th place. He still has some jumps there to go. But yeah, we'll see what we get from the medal podium there. But oh my, let's go on the hammer right now. Did Cameron just took the lead with that? She did. She took the lead at. I just saw the throw here. Let's see. She looks good, really strong. Rogers, big talent there, flying out there, going into the lead with a 76.97. And Enchikuoku there from the United States in silver medal position. Zhao still in the bronze position. Big time. Big time. Let me get back to the comments. You guys, I don't know, man. You guys should be flooding the comments on this 1,500 meters here. I can't even imagine what I just saw. Looks like Allyson Felix is on set there. I have no idea what they're saying because I'm not listening to anything. But just saw a shot of Allyson Felix. All in the game says, happy for Nagus that he finally on the podium. Yeah. It's big time for Yared Nagus because, you know, there's a lot of... Is it fair to say that the attention usually is on Yared, less so on Hobbs Ketzler and Cole Hawker? I mean, that's how I got it. I feel, but I don't know for sure. That's just when I think about... Whenever I see they talk, they usually talk more about Nagus than the rest. But he delivered. Got on the podium. Well, that was a special race, guys. Owen says, once Jakob pushed the pace, I said Haka will definitely win. Cole kick is crazy. Also, if Jakob didn't cut him off at the 120, he probably would have threatened the world record. I don't know if he would go all the way to the world record, to be honest with you, Owen, but he would definitely run much faster for sure. Yeah, Jakob basically like, you're not passing me on the inside, but until he couldn't hold off any longer. But let's get back to this a quick second again. What about Chariot? This is kind of odd for me too. I didn't anticipate him running 331. I was sure he was on course for a medal. Let's see what's going on in the hammer. Anita still out of the medal positions there. Let's see what we have on the hammer real quickly. This is the hammer position here. Looks like the medals are still going to Canada, USA, and China. The great Anita Wodorczak. She may not be in it. Just did a big throw there to move up. Not good enough though. I wouldn't call her out though. Let me get back to the comments. Margaret is saying, "I'm tired of that Ingebrigtsen dude, man. He don't believe you. If he don't believe your press was a press, enough said. Yeah. Not good enough there from. Yeah. So Anita will not get on the podium, but a wonderful career for her. So the medal places are set. Just whether or not it will finish in the same way it is currently in the women's hammer. I can put that back up. But a lovely hammer competition going on. Only say I don't know how Kessler would run the 800 after running a 329 PB. I don't know. It's a good question. You mean a 327? You mean because he just did a 3. Yeah. Yeah, 327. Let's get back to the hammer. Brian said if Haka wasn't checked in the straight, he would have run 326. Yeah, I think he would have gone sub 327. I don't know how. I don't think he's gonna go. I don't think he would have beaten. He wouldn't have beat the world record from El Garouge though. He didn't. There's not enough in there, I don't think. But now he has to set his sights on something like that, right? You would think. Cheng Walker here. Didn't think she would have been here. Not good enough on her last attempt here. So the gold medal goes to Canada, USA picking up the silver, and China the bronze. So Rogers wins. No, yeah, I think it would be. Yeah, I could see 326.9, 326.8 ish there. It could. It was. Yeah, that could have happened. Yeah, I think I picked up on it, Owen. Sorry. Yeah. No, that was massive respect. I mean, we have to congratulate Cole Hawker. I like the guy. I just didn't think. I mean, as much as I rate him because I did say we can't sleep on him coming into this thing, but I just didn't believe that Inga Britson would have choked, and I didn't think. And I thought, Josh Kerr would have gotten on the podium for sure. He got on the place that I thought he would have. And no, I think I had Chariot coming second, but yeah, it's up there. I saw that run from the semi. He was too easy. Yeah. No, all of you guys are right on this. I'm not saying. I just didn't think. It would have happened. It's the brilliance of sport. Brilliance of sport. Up next on the track in another few minutes or so will be the women's 3,000 meter steeplechase. I mean, that's going to be out there. Brian is saying Kerr barely held on for silver by 100 of a second. Yeah. Nagus was closing. Nagus was fighting like I could never believe. Found a way there. Women's steeplechase, guys. Get your predictions in. Get your predictions in. I don't know where. I think these medals could go anywhere. I think I mentioned recently. I like Chematai. I definitely like Beatrice Kipchoge. I just feel like those two could be on the podium for sure. Where the bronze medal goes, who knows? Yavi is back. Can she pull off a stunner? Can she run a big time? She does have the fastest time in the world this year, does she? I think so. I mean, a lot of people could take the mix here for the women's steeplechase. Probably Yavish could win it all. Maybe she should win it all. I don't know. You got Almeyu too from Ethiopia. I like her a lot. Is it too much for Beatrice? I definitely think Chematai will be on the podium. This is going to be an interesting final. They might push some boundaries here. And then we'll close out the night. Look at that 200 meters there. Gabby in lane 7. Julien Alfred in lane 8. Favor Fee lane 9. Asha Smith Nita. Mackenzie Long. Can Mackenzie Long run a stunner? Didn't run well in the semifinal. We'll see. Let me get back to some of the comments here. Owen says all the contenders in the 1500 have sub 144 speed. Jakob took the pace out to kill their speed, but it backfired on him. It certainly did because he was running this end to end there. And I felt like, I think at one point, and I think that's probably what killed Chariot too, because he went up at some point in the race. We have to watch it again. But he went in the race to kind of go with Ingebrigtsen, and he didn't stay. Yeah. He didn't stay with him. And I think, yeah, he got run out of it big time. All in the game is saying lane 2 is a disaster for Mackenzie. It certainly is. It certainly is. Probably Yavi should. Maybe I have to change my predictions. Should I? I don't know. Who you guys have? Nobody's saying the 3,000 meters. Is it Yavi? Is it gonna be? Can Beatrice Kipchoge find something? Definitely Chematai for me on the podium too. I don't know. Good point though. Brian says he has no idea. I mean, the 3,000 meter steeplechase this year have been special, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Jared's saying, I feel Julien has a chance of winning. You mean in the 200 meters? I was saying that too, Robert, about Brittany Brown. Brittany Brown is a possibility. The French athlete here in the 3,000 could do something, but I think it's too much for her. But who knows what the crowd can do? Back to this point, Brittany Brown could be on the podium. I see it. She's been having good fortune to make the team and all that stuff. If Alfred runs a super curve and gets up there, Gabby can't make any mistakes on the curve. If Gabby make a mistake on the curve, then she's in trouble. We shouldn't sleep on Favor Feel only particularly not because she's not talented. She's talented and everything, but remember what happened to her because of the failure of the Nigerian administration. Administration. They didn't get her name into the 100 meters. She's running probably vexed. She has to run a blinder there. She can't see anybody. And she's going to run the curve hard. If Julien is up on her really early on that, it could spell trouble for the rest of the field. It's going to be brilliant. Going to be brilliant. Let me get into these things here. All in the game is saying the big bell will be donated to the cathedral at Notre Dame. Yeah, then the Notre Dame, so you still can't go in there. Where it was a brilliant place, but they're still working on it. I went up there when I was in Paris, but it can't. There's no tours inside yet. Owen is saying Favor Feel for bronze, Julien for silver, Gabby for gold. Jazz, how are you? It will be close call with Gabby. Jared has Gabby running 21.5. She did look really nice in the semifinal. Certainly should be there. How did Julien get lane 8? The preferred lanes now are the ones they're going are like 6, 7, and 8, I think. They've changed the rules on all of that stuff. We covered this maybe last year on the live, I guess, but we can put it up. The 3,000-meter steeplechase is off. Let me get back to some more. Willie, how you doing? Good day, Sports Talk Tech. We will get 200 likes. Gold and silver between Gabby and Alfred is up in the air for third. I can't pick third. I hear what you're saying. What's the reaction in the Bahamas there for Shawnee Miller-Weibo? We were talking about it early that I felt bad that she ran because, and I also understand why she would have done it because she wants to represent the country and she wants to represent herself. But I just feel like I would prefer her not to run because those girls they're not in Shawnee's class, and and it didn't look good to see her, which effectively struggle at the biggest stage. It's just, yeah, I didn't like it. I hope she gets back on the mend and we'll see Shawnee next year in Tokyo. They're off there. I'll try to get back to the steeplechase. Otherwise, I'll totally lose the race and not understand here. Who's in the lead? It looks like Chep Coach there, Beatrice Kapchoich is there, Chemata is there as well. All in the game says if Gabby starts badly like she did in London, Diamond League race, she won't run down Julien again like she did. I agree with that. Any kind of mishap from Gabby on the curve, she's dead. She's dead. And if Alfred gets a meter or two on the curve on everybody, you're dead too. You can't catch her. Not in the kind of form that we're seeing. Owen says Favor is rounding into form at the right time. It might have been a blessing in disguise that she wasn't entered in the 100 meters. I don't know if she'll ever see it that way, Owen. She'll never see it that way. Yeah, there's a lot of questions the folks in Nigeria need to answer for that stuff. Likewise, what happened in Jamaica too for Miss Clunis there, the hammer thrower. You don't make these mistakes at this level. Don't make these mistakes. Boss is saying he's all the St. Lucia flag going on there. All the St. Lucia flag. What's going on in St. Lucia? Have they declared anything yet for uh Julien Alfred? I can only imagine the kind of things that'll get her, And who's gonna send me my reserve rum? I've been asked. I asked for it the last live. Nobody's talking to me about it. We have to do a toast for Julien anyway. Twain, how you doing? Good afternoon to all, especially the sons and daughters of St. Lucia. Yeah, St. Lucia. Look, St. Lucia coming home with 2 medals for sure. It could be 2 gold. but definitely coming on the podium tonight. I can see that. Robert says that's the perfect lane for Alfred. DJ Styling says Julien for the win today. Margaret says, I like how the likes are going. This type of engagement that improves SE. Sure. Margaret is we gotta hire you, Margaret. uh, I- Theodore says, Julien for the goal. Proud St. Lucian. Thanks for coming on. Right now, let me get back on this 3,000 meters because I'm not watching the race and this is disrespectful to the field here. Where are we now? Gotta check up on this. So far you got Beatrice Kipchoge there. Chemata is there as well, just taking the lead. I think that's Almeyu too, is it? Yeah. Yavi's there. All the important people are around. DJ says parade on standby. Yeah. Hey. They gotta name us. They gotta. You guys need us. You have to name a stadium after. If Darren Sammy can get a stadium, what is Julian gonna get? You know, obviously Sammy 2-time captain for the West Indies winning T20 team. All in the games, not what? Not all in the games. Sorry. Owen says Shawnee Miller-Weber lackluster performance was a documentary play, in my opinion. When she win in Tokyo next year, it would be good look. Is there a crew following Mila Weber? I don't know. I feel like she just wants to run because Shawnee is a champion. She likes to get out on the track. It just didn't go our way, and it just didn't look good. For sure. I think your friends thing the stadium thing. Twain is saying, I'm currently in Trinidad, returning to St. Lucia soon. Send me an email to reach out to you regarding the reserve room item you asked for. Cool. Yeah, where in Trinidad are you? I go to Trinidad every year. I love Trinidad. Uh, Igben says, favor Ophelia for the goal. That would turn Nigeria upside down in the sporting world were that to happen. I can't see it though. I can't see it. Yeah. Uh, Theodore said, there will be a Julien Alfred holiday soon. Hey, what I'm really intrigued about, and we won't see the impact of this victory here from Julien Alfred for another 10, 15 years or so, is all those little girls in St. Lucia who are growing up right now. And, after the race, they went outside and tried to mimic the Olympic champion. That is the true test too of these kind of impactful moments, and it's gonna come. We may not, and the ones that are in the mix who are flirting with track and field right now, they're gonna be like, if we can produce that, that's what they'll be saying. Then you're gonna get some. The knock-on impact on that is what I'm looking forward to see. And obviously the structure has to change too when you identify the talent. Julian spent some time in Jamaica in high school. Yeah, where am I on these things here? Sure, right. It's saying it's the best drink to celebrate with. Chairman's here in St. Lucia. Go Alfred International Airport. Look at that too. It wouldn't be mad at that. All in the game is saying Jakob getting roasted online. Jakob should have run with his blindfold. He would have feared better. I can imagine because he's like, I don't see these guys. Yeah. It's probably better Jakob finish fourth, to be honest with you. Because that press conference would be hilarious. He better just jump and go back and prepare for the 5,000 meters. The final lap here going on now in the Alamu is in about fifth position now. Chematai is there. Yavi stepping on Chematai. This is going to be interesting. They are stepping right now. It's what they're on the top of, they're on the back of the final water jump coming up soon. 8:23. This is gonna be in the 8:5 range or 8:6. Yeah. Yavi's gonna come. Yavi will win this. She's gonna take off Chemitai. Chemitai takes a check. She has nothing left. Final jump here, final barrier. And it's a sprint to the finish. And Yavi will beat Chemitai. It's gonna be 8:52. Olympic record, super fast. 8:52.76. Massive run there from Yavi. Can I? And Fate Kipchert actually not even PB there for the bronze medal. The French athlete actually finished better than I thought. I knew we shouldn't sleep on her, but era record there for the French athlete. That's European record, obviously. Almeyu faded in the end. Beatrice Kipchert couldn't do much. 4 women going sub 9 minutes in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. That was a good race. I regrettably didn't follow all of it because I was in the comment section here. I have to watch it again. I feel bad. DJ Stalin, for some reason, I have a feeling Gabby will fall short today. We'll see. Other people saying, Milo is saying, I agree that might soon be an Alfred holiday. Yeah. Fred, what's up? Gabby will be the winner of the goal and break the world. Okay. Fred. The world record, nah, come on. Oh, you're staying in Piarca Airport. Okay, I know where that is, obviously. Robert, did you comment on Richards and Jefferson not showing up for the after race press conference? They disrespected Alfred. So I didn't realize that, to be honest with you. Someone pointed that out. Is there did anybody say why that happened? Was there official presser from USA Track why they didn't show up? Because I didn't realize that. All in the game can utterly dominating the hammer. Canada. Oh, you mean Canada utterly dominating the hammer world and Olympic goals for Ethan and Cameron. Yeah, they've done it. Yave, big time running here. Chematai, Cherichish, they're getting the bronze medal. Massive respect to these women. Let me get here. Oh, I can't do that. Juju for the win today. All in the game. Robert, they had drug testing. I think that's in reference to the 200 meters for those who don't know world record. That can't happen. Not anytime soon. None of those athletes have that kind of capacity right now. Owen says, I just have a very good feeling that Favor will get on the podium. I mean, it's possible. Brittany Brown in good position too. Initially, I thought Mackenzie Long could have done something, but I don't know. Yeah, running out of lane 2 is gonna be would be tough. Yeah. Debbie, how you doing? Good to have you here. No, I'm not showing the races, just to be honest with you. Gabby can get world record. Jared, no. You mean maybe Kant? You need to have there. I'm not sure I understand what's happening here. Maybe I missed something. Oh, Jefferson apologized. Okay. Thank you, Sabe. Said it was due to getting lost in drug testing error and other things. Oh, okay. Oh, and so they were pulled away for drug testing. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah. Watching from St. Lucia. Let's go. Yeah, Jay. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be big. Julian breaking another record today. Clearly, I think she's gonna go much faster. No, seriously, Melissa Jefferson confirmed on Twitter that they got pulled away uh, to go test it and couldn't leave. Okay, yeah, I mean, then I feel like IOC then should have then figured it out. Like they should have just waited or something like that. Or but sometimes the drug testing can go much longer than you want, especially if it can't produce a sample. Uh, next thing, the final. Let me see where the long jump is. I haven't taken the look at it yet in a while. Let's put up it on the screen there. Who's this? Right now, Tentoglu still in the lead. He's not better this 848. Wayne Pinnock still in second at 836. He hasn't bettered that yet. Fulani also did another 834. So he equaled his first jump there. Hammer 820 still out of it, of the medal podium. So that's where we stand in the men's long jump. We're looking at final jumps right now. Hammer is up next, then Fulani. So if Hammer doesn't go above Fulani, then the medal podium will be Greece, Jamaica, Italy. And the order will obviously be yet to be determined, but locked in from St. Lucia. Yeah, St. Lucia stand up for sure. What time is the 200-meter final? Exactly 10 minutes from now. And Robert responding to all in the game. Okay, yeah. So yeah, just to be clear, it's the I didn't follow up on that, to be honest with you, but it's the reason why they weren't at the presser was because they were at the doping control, which happens. They can pull you. They usually test all, regardless of what happened. They still test the medalists again, and yeah. So Ehama has one jump to go. It's already on my screen, so he didn't attempt. So no, I can't do that. Let's see. Not a good jump from Ehama there. So the medal podium for the men's long jump will be a guy that comes from the country where the first modern Olympics were held, Athens, Greece. Wayne Pinnock from Jamaica, and Furlani. Those are your medalists. We don't know the order yet. Furlani still needs to jump. If he gets a big one, then he could go all the way up. The worst Pinnock can finish is in bronze position. 20 and Gabby PB is 21.65. I mean, she could probably do that or even go a little bit lower. You just never know. It's possible she did it before too, or yeah, before them. Because what happened, how they pull it is different, but they will have tested her. That's a good jump there from Furlani, but not good enough. Just going 8:27 for his final. So Wayne Pinnock has a chance to go ahead of Tentoglu. If he does, then he would put pressure on the big time champion. But right now, the worst that Pinnock can finish now is in the silver medal position. Long jump coming to a close. Only 2 jumps remaining. One Caribbean. Yeah, 21.60. Agro is saying Julian will have to go have a good lead over Gabby coming off the bend. Yeah. Pinnock only went 8:12. in his final jump. So these are your medalists: Tentoglu, gold medal; Pinnock from Jamaica, silver; and Furlani from Italy, bronze. Back to your comment there. Julian will have to go. Julian will have to have a good lead over Gabby coming off the bend to beat Gabby. Top three in 200 final should be Gabby, Julian, and Brown. That's Agro's prediction there. Yeah. Just looking again at this Pinnock final jump. Had a lot on the board, just couldn't get it right. Way, way behind the board. Didn't even hit the board, so the run up was totally off. But congratulations to Wayne Pinnock, congratulations to Tentoglu, and congratulations to Furlani. He is a youngster. He will have a lot in front of him. Gambit, how you doing? Once Julian does not get away from Gabby, as she did with Shakari, I have Gabby winning. Yeah, if Gabby runs an excellent curve and comes off the top around equal time, it would be. It's hard to see her not winning. Tentoglu didn't even get his final jump off. It's over. Alfred, Julian watch party 100%. Probably crazy right there. Patrick is saying Juju knows that she has the fire on all. She has to fire on all cylinders, which she will do. No, this is going to be outrageous race. Yeah. Colombian Emerald Points. Seraphine in St. Lucia. We're here. Okay. It's 2160. Yeah, it is 2160. What time the 200-meter final starts? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. This will be Gabby's first time running sub 21.8 outside of Eugene if she runs it in the final. Good point. They're all in the game with the specific stats there. You know, Eugene is a special place, as usual, as many people know this. And it produces a lot of big times there. Produces a lot of big times. We are getting to the final of this 200 meters. Jared says Dina Asher Smith will be first off, Ben. Quite possibly, because she's been running some good bends recently. 758 Sports TV, 345. Oh yeah, you're responding. Owen says Gabby. Milton says Gabby can get world record. No, Milton. The world record is not even in a conversation. Let me put it this way: 21-4 is not. Doesn't even seem like a legitimate conversation to be having. You know, the Sharika Jackson times doesn't even seem like it can be anywhere in that stratosphere. I mean, look, if they prove me wrong tonight, you know, I obviously I'll be happy because that means something outrageous would have been produced in Paris. But nah. Owen says Gabby 21-6, Juju 21-6, Ophelia 21-96. No race. There should have been Sharika gold medal, but Sharika Jackson didn't make it. She have to wait another 4 years. Yeah, that's a hard part about sports, especially the Olympics. It comes every 4 years, and you know it goes. You know, injuries, all sort of misfortune. Yeah, wish Sharika Jackson the best, but let's focus on these women here, and we have a really good field of athletes that should produce something big time. I'll put up the starting lineup again. Lane 2, Mackenzie Long, a woman that I thought could have flirt with she could, you know, this year she looks good. I thought she had an opportunity to potentially make the podium. I don't think that's happening. Lane 2 seems like a stretch. Gabby from Cote d'Ivoire should be good. Ivory Coast having a woman in the final. You know, no Talu. They have been doing well, obviously, to produce athletes over the years. 3, Dina Asher Smith, a woman that will obviously be better come next year too once she gets an extra year with Coach Flo. I'm firmly believing in that. Daryl Nita, I think this is a step too far for her too. I don't know if she can even approach sub 22 seconds. If you don't do that in terms of getting below that, little or no chance. Brittany Brown, we know she's been around for a while, medalist before at World Championships, right? And things weren't going her way, but she's back, made the US team, could be on the podium. Gabby Thomas would be most people's favorite coming into this. Season best of 21:78. Has to run a very near perfect race if she's going to win this tonight, unless she has something in the tank that we've never seen before. And obviously, the pride of St. Lucia, Julien Alfred, Olympic champion over 100 meters, making sure the 100-meter title stays in the Caribbean. A lot of people are taking heart to that too. Depends on your persuasion. But anyway, shout out to Julien Alfred. And Favour Ofili, the Nigerian who was left off the list of the 100 meters by the Nigerian Track and Field Association, running with something to prove as well. Last chance for your prediction, guys. Last chance for your prediction. Producers here. That's good to see. I don't even know where we are in the comments. I missed all of these things. Let's see. Adkins said, congratulations to Jamaica, second place on our birthday today, August 6th at the National Stadium. I'm happy for the silver. Yes, Independence Day in Jamaica, obviously. Shout out to all the Jamaicans in the house, home or abroad. Jared, 21:30. You always come up with these things that, okay. You're just in dreamland right there, right? Shabazz says, I don't think the record will be broken today. Yeah, I agree with that. Agro says, Shariko is injured from last season. Hope she recovers well. You hope so too. Alfred walking out there, special talent. Rory says, I wish, but I think 21:6. No world record, maybe 21:6. Let's give it up for Jamaica's field event. Silver long jump, bronze in the shot put, silver in the triple jump, three qualified in the discus final. Certainly so. Yeah, people watching on Peacock, obviously. No, I'm not sorry. 21:56. Lane 8 is a good lane in the new rules, guys. We can talk about that again. They've changed what they think are preferred lanes, and she's in a preferred lane. Yeah, it's not a bad lane, especially on 9-lane tracks. And when you go to 10-lane tracks, it's going to be even better. Yeah, I can't keep up with the comments, and I gotta focus on the race. I'll get back to those. I'm sorry. This is gonna be good. It's so weird not to see the black, gold, and green in the 200 meters. But anyway. And they're off right there. Gabby Thomas already making up the stagger on Julien Alfred. Alfred up on Favour Ophelia as well. But the lead won't be big enough. Gabby will come off the curve ahead of everybody. Asher Smith running a really good run in the inside there as well. Gabby Thomas is going to win. Julien Alfred has to pump to get back into it. She's going to get silver. But Gabby Thomas is the Olympic champion. And it looks like Asher Smith sneaking in there. I can't see. I have to see it again. It looks like Asher Smith there, but it's hard to tell. Gabby Thomas looking really good. She wins it with about 2 meters or more. 21:82 into a headwind. And Thomas is the Olympic champion. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to Julien Alfred. It's official. It is official. Actually, it's Brittany Brown who got it, not Dean Asher Smith. Brittany Brown. That's the official results there. 21-83. Only one woman going sub 22. Alfred for silver. What Olympics for Julian Alfred. 2 medals for St. Lucia. Brittany Brown and Alfred had to fight for that medal. Brittany Brown 22-20, just sneaking ahead of Dina Asher Smith there, and also Daryl Nita too at 22-23. Look at that, 22-20, 22-22, 22-23, 22-24 for favor of field. That is a photo finish, if you ask me. Amazing there. I have to start at the bottom here on these comments because I don't know where we are. Atkinson says, congratulations to Gabby. Poor Dina all in the game. Yeah, just missing out there. I thought she had it at first, but Brittany Brown, congratulations. I think she would have been, someone said she would have been on the podium, obviously. We were saying that she could get on the podium there. Mackenzie Long, too much for her. Gabby also not there as well from Cote d'Ivoire. Yes, Sabit, Gabby won on the curve. She came off the curve really well. She ran a blistering curve there, Gabby Thomas, too, ringing the bell. Yeah, Julien Alfred second and Brittany Brown, yeah. Poor Dina. Told you about Brittany Brown, Robert. Yeah, you did say that. I thought that was a good possibility too. All in the game saying still yet to run sub 21-8 outside Eugene. Yeah. For those who think world records are 21-5s or 6, it's not easy, man. Those times are super special there. Gabby Thomas there. Julian actually holding on well in the end. Winning by some daylight. Look at that dip from Brittany Brown. And that's a big dip there from Asher Smith over to go ahead of Daryl Nita. Robert says slow time. I mean, 21-8 is not really slow, but I know what you're saying. When you're used to seeing 21-4s and 21-5s, because the last few major championships, Elaine in Olympics 21-5 there. Then you have the 21-4s from Sharika Jackson back to back. I guess you get spoiled a bit, but those times aren't normal, to be honest with you. If I missed some of your comments earlier, I apologize. But that's how it works. Agra says, congrats to you. You know, I have to see a star on it, super chat. If I can keep up with these comments. Otherwise, you're going to go by the ways. Congrats to Gabby, Julian, and Brown, Brittany Brown there. Agra is saying, congrats to Julian. Excellent. Yeah. If you come to the Olympics and you walk away with a gold and a silver medal, hey, hats off. Is Julian tired? Could be. I don't know. I think she gave a full account of it. She doesn't like the 200, obviously, either, but I don't know. I really thought Julian Alfred had a 21-8 in the leg. It wasn't to be. She ran well. She didn't run the curve as hard as I thought she would have, but she did well. Wendy said, I knew Gabby had it. Owen says, it's safe to say that this was Julian's last 200 as per her own remarks. Yeah, probably. She doesn't like the 200, but hey, this is an opportunity here, and she took it. She took it with open arms. Asha Smith will be better for next year. Nita always very. I don't know what to say there, but Brittany Brown fighting with everything she has to get onto the podium of the Olympics. All in the Jared said is responding to all in the game. She ran 21-7 in the semifinals. RM Clear says, congratulations, St. Lucia. 2 medals in 1 Olympics. What an achievement. Yeah, it certainly is an achievement. Certainly is an achievement when you think about yeah, I mean, it's one of the most amazing things, one of the big stories, in terms of very small countries, finding their way at the top of the podium. And shout out to Dominica as well. Obviously, Thea Lafon there. Yeah. Toby, it's so bad. Favor got the last lane. Yeah, but the way it would have happened because of how uh, she entered how she qualified for the final. Yeah, that's how it works. It's better than one, though. Better than two, though, rather. Uh, all in the game. Jared, no, she ran 21:86. Agro Valley says, so those 21 fours that Sharika was running took a lot out of her. Gabby with that Jamaican bloodline. I knew it would have come quickly. I didn't know. Yeah, but she has Jamaican heritage. No doubt about it. Make of it what you will. One that says Julian has gold and silver. Wow. Yeah, fabulous performance by the St. Lucian. Penny, Gabby running inside of Alfred made it very easy to win. Yeah, I thought for Julian to have a big chance tonight, she would have had to be at least a meter or two ahead of Gabby Thomas into the stretch. That didn't happen, and after that, it would have been tough to even get a medal. Headwind as well. It was slight headwind, negligible. I mean, not that negligible. A little bit going towards one, but nothing bad. And as I've said, and I feel like my video tends to come through. If you haven't seen my video about why I don't expect a lot of world records on the track, I feel I was right, and I think the track is fast, no doubt about it. I don't know how much faster than Tokyo. I don't. Mondo hasn't said, but I think it's a better surface than the Tokyo track in terms of traction control. But Stade de France and Paris and all of that stuff. It's hard to break world records, especially in the sprints there. Yeah. So yeah, that's I feel like I'm winning on that, but who knows? All in the game says you're right. Jared Brown says exactly all our sub 21 eight times are in Eugene. Yeah. A lot of people are saying like, anyway, I won't say this. I think this is disrespectful to the athletes who are here. So let's just savor in the moment and congratulate Gabby Thomas, Julien Alfred, and Brittany Brown. Do you get your comments in? We can talk about this. Their medal ceremony going on right now for men's 1500 meters. Nagoose just getting his bronze medal there, and also a little chat by Sebco. Sebco most qualified to talk about 1500 meters, obviously. Gerard is saying all in the game is right. Willie, how you doing? Big up to Alfred, who would like to. Big up to Alfred. Would like to see Gabby and Alfred in 100. I think Gabby's chance to double would be great. I don't know about it. I don't think she can execute early enough. I know she can definitely be one of those athletes that could be on the all-time list for going for running really great in the 400 and 2 and 1 like Rashidat Adelike as well. I don't know about the start of the 100 could be problematic if you're talking about going sub 10.8 or something like that. I would love to see Gabby do a 2-4 double. I believe she has the capacity to do that. World Championship would be a good place to try it. But it's a lot of hard training though. If Gabby was healthy, she would have okay. You mean if Sharika was healthy, she would have destroyed them? Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. RM Claire says thousands of people are celebrating in the city square downtown Castries. What a celebration! Lots of emojis there. Big up St. Lucia. Yeah, they should be proud. Extremely proud of what Julian Alfred has done. Obviously a lot of people here are very cultured and they know everything, but some people don't know St. Lucia and they need to. And obviously it's a beautiful country and all of that, but a lot of people probably had to check their maps this year and they had to do it twice, and that's all because of one Julian Alfred. We should all be proud of that. Exciting. Brittany's saying we're proud of you, Julian. Silva, not bad. Not bad. That's excellent. Excellent. You missed the race. Too bad. Sorry about that. That you missed the race. It happened already. We can put up the results for you just for your viewing pleasure. That's the results there. Another comment by Joyanne. Well done, all the ladies. I'm very proud of Alfred. Well done by her. Uh, Penny says 22 threes bubble for the finals. I hear what you're saying. All in the game says, depending on the schedule, I expect Gabby to try 2/4 double next year. I think she should. It's a tough thing. It doesn't always work. I haven't seen this. Is the schedule out for Tokyo? If it's out, I haven't take a look. I haven't looked at it too. Tokyo is in September too. Is a late season. I'm also upset about it because I wanted to go to the World Championships next year, but it won't work out for me. And Bali says, the only person who breaks records like it's nothing is Sydney. Claude, congratulations, Julien Alfred. Yeah, we all echo those sentiments there. The woman from St. Lucia is just fantastic. Gabby Thomas, obviously, in the absence of the great Sharika Jackson, ensures that she gets on the podium. Yeah. It's really great stuff happening. MT, Gabby's half Jamaican. You find it everywhere, right? It's like me saying, 92 a Jamaican crossed the line in a 100-meter final, or 96, Linford Christie and then Dalvin Bailey. But yeah, she does have Jamaican heritage. I mean, she's talked about it before, but that's neither here or there, I guess. But congratulations to Gabby Thomas. Yeah. Matt is saying Julian is goated here in St. Lucia forever. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And here's the thing about Julien Alfred. It's only just begun. Look at her age. Look at the situation. The only thing that can go wrong is usually health and whether you can stay healthy. She has a fantastic coach in Coach Flo. I mean, he has a lot of athletes, but he clearly is on top of things. A lot will come Julien Alfred's way, and rightly so. When you're the Olympic champion, when you're an Olympic medalist, when you're the fastest woman in the world in terms of the title given to you, when you win that, take that whatever it means. But when you're the Olympic champion, you will get a lot of attention. Puma got to shell out some money. A lot more sponsorships you imagine will come locally and internationally. Those things can start to interfere, and therefore you have to be even more careful in how you manage the operation. The team has to be really tight and take care of her, allow her to focus on this, because also when you've reached the mountaintop, everybody's coming for you as well. But there's lots more to come there from Julien Alfred. Lots more there. It's just starting. She had some experiences before going to the World Championships. She had a horrible experience a few years back. When was it? When she had that when she suffered that .999 false start, which was just awful. But she's here to stay. She's here to stay, and I love it. I love it. I think we knew, I mean, if you follow the career ever since all that time at Texas, and we often talk, I think All in the Game has been around long enough to know that for sure. And he used to say, and we used to say, just wait for a full season. Wait for a season when Julien Alfred didn't have to run for the University of Texas. Well, this is the season. And the result is a gold medal in the 100 meters and a silver medal in the 200 meters. Can't ask for anything else. Can't ask for much more there. Where are we now? Yeah, not close to our prime. Um, Penny says Alfred might get a stadium name after her for sure. All in the game is saying it's so cynical how Jamaicans are all interested in claiming other people were successful and ignore the others with Jamaican heritage who aren't. you, you stirring up trouble in the comments here all in the game. You're gonna get battered soon. Sonia is hi Sonia, not taking away from Gabby, but the race let us really appreciate Sharika's 21-4. No, I mean if just to speak on that for a little second, those few years from Sharika was next level. We've not seen a season like that, and the only thing better you've ever seen is that 21-3 from Flo, and we've got a glimpse of what Elaine could have done in Tokyo. But in terms of racking up that, and Sharika was consistent in the 21-4s there. Yeah, no, it's up there. Yeah. Empty all in the game is a joke. It happens all the time. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, no, Gabby's is from America, guys. We know she has heritage, but people don't. You cherry pick on that. It's not, that's not how it goes. Yeah. Uh, Sonia, I'll click the like button. Thank you for that. Karina saying Alfred will get more than a stadium just named after her. She probably gonna be on the money at some point, right? Who knows? Yeah. Rich, hi, sports doctor. How you doing? Question: With the lack of info around injuries to key athletes, to what degree do athletes owe it to fans to be transparent and media savvy? I can't stand the rumors and conspiracy talk. Mm, don't know how to really fully appreciate those situations. Sometimes people think about the sprints like boxing, right? It's like that kind of competitive stuff where they don't let on. I don't know if it matters in the end when you step on the track. There is psychological warfare, quote unquote, that happens. I don't know. Also, there's also the angle of athletes don't like to make excuses. They so they don't tell you. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't think they're dissing that. I didn't get any of that. No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. No, it's true. People cherry pick for sure. I agree. Brian says, "What race of the day? That 1500 meter. Well done to Cole Hawker for taking down." You know. Uh, Canadian national anthem about to be played here, it looks like it's being played because the flags are going up. Yeah, I mean Cole Hawker, Nagoose, big up to him for sure getting onto the podium because it was good to see. Uh, Ingebrigtsen, lot to answer. He may just go and win a 5,000 meter, but I'm sure he's not happy. Truth, next Olympics is Alfred Mboma. You mean Mboma? Is that what you're trying to write there? I think Mboma is done, guys. Just go. I don't have time to explain it on the live, and I don't like to because it's always complicated. But she's done. Jackson, Thomas, Elaine. That's a long stretch to see. I don't know. I, hopefully, Jackson gets back to full fitness. Elaine, I wish her the very best in getting back to best of health too. I don't know what we'll see from Elaine or so in the future. Yeah. I don't know if she'll double again. Yeah. She first has to get healthy. Congrats to Wayne Pinnock on the silver medal. Well done. Akeem is saying that. Yeah, well done for him. When there's a long jump and you see Tentaglu, it's pretty much a certain that he's gonna win. It's a done deal for Tentaglu most of the times now. The guys in the long jump need to step up. We need to start seeing a lot more 860s, 870s. Yeah. We're living in ages where the long jump is just not anywhere close to what you wanted to see. Yeah. Leslie saying, I don't think people realize the Jacko Shellyan era is over. I mean, Fraser Price is at the end of her career for sure. Elaine, yeah, it might be a struggle to get her back to anywhere. Our life has been plagued by a lot of injuries. I mean, I hope that she can recover. I don't know if she can get back to the highest of heights with those times. It will require savvy. She still has a little bit of age on her, but she's not young either. But I mean, Jackson still has time. She's what? Is she 30 yet or about to be 30? So she should be fine as long as whatever injuries she had didn't destroy her career. And it doesn't seem that way. She was warming up in the 200. So it's probably a matter of just getting rest for the rest of the season. Sometimes it's best to shut it down. But that's a discussion that doctors and her should have. Yeah, I don't know. It's not over for Jackson at all. There's no indication there. Yeah. Sonia says all methods are worth something. Come on. No, people delivered tonight. I agree with that. Yeah. All right, guys. Just calm down in the comments. Leslie said, Shelly and Merlin broke the mold. Sprinters don't usually run that long. No, 100% clear on that. Merlinati is a freak of nature in terms of her longevity. I mean, she should have been on a lot more podiums earlier in her career, but there's a reason for that. And it doesn't have to do with her. Fraser Price is unbelievable too as well. You don't stay around, especially running the 100 meters that long, and even staying around and being on the podium all the time, except for this time, obviously. And yeah, so the expectation that you can last that long is interesting. Shout out to Karani James before we even leave the live tonight, because Karani James is a remarkable human, obviously, a super talented athlete, a guy that has all the medals at the Olympics, gold, silver, bronze. Ran a sub 44 today. When was the last time he did this all in the game? 3 years ago. And he's getting to the final, and you would not put it past a Karani James to get on the medal podium again. Yeah. Jay Perry, Gabby is flat out the fourth fastest of all time across the 200. The gold medal was well earned. Oh yeah, I mean, who? No, maybe I'm missing stuff in the comments. Hello, hey, how are you doing? She's Caribbean. How are you doing? No, I just fully understand the name. Good to have you back on the channel, Jay. Well done, Julian. We are proud of you. St. Lucia flags flying high. Yeah, Robert, congrats to Faith Kipiegan being reinstated. Yeah, I talked about it at the top of the live. Thanks for bringing that up again. Yesterday, as many of you know, Kenny went 1-2, and Sifana San had the bronze medal and in the women's 5,000 meters. And subsequently, they disqualified Faith. And after protest, obviously, she was reinstated. So Kenny still has the 1-2 with Chibet and Kipiegan. And Sifana San, the defending champion, getting a bronze medal. She has 2 more events to go, the 10,000 and the marathon. Sifan is outrageously crazy. Leslie is saying, Ingebrigtsen to thank for the 1500. He was the rabbit, but sacrificed his chances. Certainly looked that way. He was trying to go end to end with it and didn't have much. At one point, Timothy Chariot stepped up to follow Ingebrigtsen, and he couldn't do it. He finished way down the pack. Brian says Jakob must be wallowing in self-pity right now. He needs to be able to back up his mouth like Lyles. Yeah, Jakob talks a lot. and yeah, he certainly did not deliver here, and he screwed up big time, big time. He screwed up. He should. He has a lot to explain. I can't explain that. I certainly believe, to be honest with you guys, after being knocked out by Whiteman in Eugene, knocked out by Josh Kerr in Budapest, and then he ran that 326. I said, there's no way you can hang with Ingebrigtsen this year. He's serious, and he was also running his mouth, as you say. And then not to even make the podium? Yeah, outrageous. Roberts Kerr ran near perfect race, but Haka kick could not have been predicted. Well, in a way, we could predict it because he has a really great kick. To be honest with you, but I know I understand where you're going with that. Uh, two of your three predictions came to fruition. Yeah, yeah. All in the game. 26-year-old uh, Matthias Tentoglu joins Carl Lewis as the only men to win more than one Olympic long jump title. Oh yeah, I should have highlighted that. Totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about it. How many Olympic titles does Carl have over the long jump? 4? Is it 4? He had it 96 when he beat James Beckford late. Obviously 84. Yeah, it's 4, right? I have to check. My head is all over the place. Someone will give me the answer to that in a second. Rich, some incredible finals tonight. 1500 was along with the steeplechase. Yeah, steeplechase again. Shout out to Yavi for doing that. Chemutai also for doing it, and Cheritish for even getting on the podium. I didn't see that coming. I thought Beatrice Kipchoge should have done better, but I should have known it was probably too late for her. And the French athlete Alice Finot as well, era record. 4 women there going on the 9 minutes Olympic record as well, obviously from Yavi, the athlete from Bahrain. Yeah, certainly great. Brilliant if Haka was British. Okay, you wouldn't hear the last of it. Incredible heart and soul shown by the American. Yeah. Uh, LA 28 being shouted out here. 2028 LA Olympics. Yeah, that should be fabulous. Conditions gonna be warm. Should get some good stuff there. Yeah, we have time to think about LA 2028. When the Olympics is wrapped up, we'll next think about Tokyo 2025. We go back there for the World Championships. Leslie Roberts is saying long jump will struggle for a long time because the best long jumpers are usually the best sprinters, and sprinters don't do long jump anymore. Yeah, I mean, obviously, speed really matters. You need that. I hear the explanation. People say this a lot. They talk about the joints, the this, the that, but truthfully, truthfully, I'm not 100% sure I buy into that. But it's yeah, it's sad that some of the all-time jumps we've not seen in a long time, right? I mean, that night in Tokyo in 1991 was one of the greatest things you'll ever see. If you have not seen it, you could go check that out. Yeah. Well, Jay's naming a specific spot in St. Lucia that they should name after Julien Alfred. You got to get on the committee. Doha Asian Games. Yeah, it's like an advertisement here for all the upcoming track and field. Listen, yeah, man, yes, Karani is an all-time great of 400 meters. His longevity is greatness itself. Of course, his longevity is greatness itself. No doubt about that. I mean, you think about. I mean, 400 is a killer. It is an absolute killer. No one likes to run to do the 400. Yeah, I can't. I don't believe there's a man or a woman putting their hand up saying, "I find great pleasure in vomiting on the track in training." Like no one wants to do that. It's brutal. It is brutal. Ian is saying, you can say it, but I can. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not only that. I would say Ati was like if you think about the earlier era too. Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah. Merlin was around for a long time. Noah Lyles there. Yeah, Carl has 4 long jump titles. Thanks to all in the game for coming through on that. Yeah. So it's 4 in a row then. So it would have been 84, 88, Barcelona. Yeah, I remember. And then obviously 96 when he didn't make the team individually on in the 100 meters. Right? He didn't make the team because it was Dennis Mitchell. Who made the team in the 100 meter for in 96 for US? Mitchell made the team, right? Mike Marsh made the team too. Yeah, I can't remember a lot here. Uh, let's see where we are right now. Glad this says he ran himself out of gas. Not quite sure. Oh, in response to Inga Bertson. All in the game. Tentoglu is not the fastest, and he jumped 860 multiple times. That's true. Even how fast was Dwight Phillips all in the game or anybody? I can't remember that too. He had some good jumps there. Speed is important. Speed is not only the fight. Actually, let me put this to bed. I think technique is the most important thing in the long jump. It's a power, obviously, and you have to be explosive down the runway to actually get all of that stuff. But yeah, you don't need sub 10 capabilities or anything of that sort, to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah. Penny also confirming that. Noah Lyles proves to be a world champion. Yeah, he's world champion, Olympic champion over 100 meters. You will see him again in 200 meters too. Speaking of that too, what was Andrew Hudson doing today in the repechage round in the 200 meters? Also, Brian Level too. I'm a bit shocked by that after running those good times at the Jamaica National Championships, going sub 20 there. Yeah. Uh, Rich says, educate us a little. Spike shoes, how important are they to winning and losing? It depends on how you ask that question. There's some new studies out now on those super shoes that they do in marathon. There's variation on it. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've seen a few. It depends on who you are as an athlete. I think the biggest variation and improvement comes in non-professional athletes, but the studies they do on athletes who run, it could be. I don't think it's even a percent increase in those. I don't remember. It's very marginal stuff that was statistically significant. I have to go back and look at those. I haven't read that in a while. But it just depends though, like how that works. It depends. Even the spikes. The spike thing is kind of negligible too. They are better. They're better spikes. They're faster. A lot of these things they're also going against pushing up against the rules of how they should be structured or manufactured rather. But you also have to run into it, right? So some people say, I spoke to the Swiss journalist back in the day, like a couple of years ago, and he was saying he had some inside information. He was saying that part of the reason why Munjingo was getting hurt a lot is because of the spikes. She had gotten one of those super spikes and so-called super spikes. But I don't know how to even believe all of these things because it's hard. Some of it is marketing hype too, but they're better than spikes from previous generation. And she had figured out a way how to like adjust her foot in it and in order to extract the benefit. And then that's probably some of the reasons why she was picking up injuries. That's what he said, but he never really published on it. I don't know why I'm saying it out loud because it was just like inside information he was giving. I Yeah, so it can help, but it depends though. It just depends on who you are, right? It does. I think one of the things I saw in one study says it doesn't evenly help everybody. It just depends, right? And I don't know, right? Like the shoes that Kiptum wore, it was an Adidas shoe, right? They claim that they can give you back almost 100% energy return, but they haven't really said either. That's just the going talk. Who knows? Also, what's your feeling around athletes switching nationality? It depends on how you do it. I don't know. I guess the question you really asked, if I don't want to be controversial, is that over a long period of time, like the Gulf countries or the oil-rich countries were technically buying athletes. So that's an interesting thing. People change their nationality for different reasons. They also may live somewhere else. Yeah, so that I'm not. It depends how they do it, right? A lot of athletes also who do it in the so-called for money support will also point to that they came from countries that didn't support them, and so on. Yeah, I can't get into the heads of why people make those choices to do that. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, you see Paris from Cuba in the discus. She will at some point throw for the United States. So yeah, it's one of those things. Little Corny says, "Why did Usain Bolt retire so early from the sport?" He said he had nothing else to achieve, nothing else to motivate. That's one of the explanations, I believe. I mean, he set his sight on going 3 times in a row on the double, and once he accomplished that, there's nothing else there. Obviously, he won a bunch of stuff in the World Championships too, the world records on multiple occasions. He also you've seen interviews with him saying that one of the things he spoke to Michael Johnson about was how do you know when to stop? And I guess Michael Johnson did he said his indicator was not being, he doesn't want to be out there when people who look up to you would beat you, or if they couldn't beat you when you're in your prime. So I don't know. I think he lacked the most. He didn't have anything else to prove. Oh, Kishane said in an interview today that he would be stepping into the 200 soon. What do you think? Well, I mean, if he's that would be a good thing. That would be nice to see. I think that would ultimately improve everything else because you have to be better speed endurance there for sure. Uh, yeah, that could only in a perfect world that usually improves the 100 meter. Uh, yeah, I think Kishane Golden kid too. He has a bright future ahead of him. The biggest issue he had was staying healthy enough to do the demands of the work required for him to be successful. And this season, he did do that for the most part, it seems. And he is this close to an Olympic gold medal, but coming to a major championship and getting a gold medal, getting a medal, a silver medal, is extremely some. It's a big performance, something for him to be proud of, and something that will. I mean, breed a fire, galvanize, whatever the word is that I'm struggling for, a foundation for a future career. Because his ceiling seems very high to me, and if he gets it right, it looks good. Part of his ceiling seeming high too is just even the running style, because people like a sprinter that has the high knees effect and the power that you can see that's being generated. So yeah. Penny says Lewis winning 84-96. Don't sleep on Sade Williams, people. Yeah, big up to the Bayesian there. Brian Pryor was doing all sort of crop. When was Cropper over? Just now? Probably can't keep up with the Olympics. Yeah, she is also one of those athletes that's tough as nail. It's like a Russell Clayton impact for me, to the ability to stick around and potentially get herself on a medal podium. I like her. I don't know. I think it might be a step too far, but I wouldn't put it against her. Last time we didn't think she would have been in the mix, and she found her way on the podium. So yeah. All in the Game is responding to Penny saying, yeah, people thought Lewis might be too old in 96 to win that historic fourth Olympic gold. And he wasn't in it too, right? He was not leading, right? When did did he win it on the fourth attempt or sixth attempt in in Atlanta? Can't remember. Yeah. You're saying Bolt was forced out, bro. I don't know. I'm not quite sure I understand that. Bolt was gonna retire in 2016, and 2017, I think Puma forced him to come back. But I don't know. And you're back. Yeah. You said I saw the interview with part in the 200-meter later this year. Okay, you mean Kishane? Okay, I have to go watch it. I haven't seen it. All in the Penny's responding is this is a long jump kind of back and forth going on here. Mike too old, 35. Mike Powell was 33. Mike Powell. It's funny, you know. One of the interesting things. Obviously, Carl Lewis is the greatest long jumper of all time, and it's just funny that that night. That's the most ridiculous thing you'll ever see. Guy's going. What was it? 8 meters 91, and it took what? Beeman broke the world record in 68, right? So then it went to. It took all those years before you got that out, and then Beeman did that in altitude. Yeah, before that was what? Was it Ralph Boston before Beeman? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I want to know what's going on in Castries, my pop's constituency. Okay. When you say pops is constituency, are you saying as in he's the minister? Yesterday was Kadumende. Okay. I don't even know if I know what that is, Brian. You gotta enlighten me. And I don't know if I've actually pronounced that correctly either. Why don't they? Why don't the Olympics? Don't they pay the athletes? They only, yeah. This is one of the most egregious things. The Olympics not. You don't want to get me started. Why you ask me this right now? Uh, I'll answer that soon. Ah, interesting. Very nice. I gotta come to St. Lucia to watch some cricket too. Let me answer this. The Olympics and the NCAA in the United States are the same thing. This is one of the most egregious things you'll ever see. The amount of money and athletes get nothing. And don't tell me about NIL. That is not athletes getting paid. That is athletes just making something off of their own likeness. That's different from structuring deals. But we can get on it another day. Yeah, they don't pay the athletes. But the response from the IOC will be that I believe you have to check the thing again, but they will say they pay out 96 or 97% of all of the revenue that comes back into the IOC. I think something like that. I did read the document some years ago. I think I had a student look at it recently. Yeah, so they say they go back into the member states, so the member nations rather, and also into the Olympic Development Project or whatever they call it, that goes to enhance the game. So they try to say they don't keep any money. Makes zero sense to me. Even if that's were the case, they could have siphoned off some of it back to the athletes. The Olympics, as you might know, or if you don't know, was built on an amateurship model. In many ways, professional athletes couldn't come to the Olympics. And some sports for a long time took time to actually change the models to allow professional athletes. To this day, boxing is still an amateur sport in the Olympics, for example. It's only 1992 that professional basketball players were allowed to come at the Olympics. So it's that kind of thing. But it's the biggest TV thing. It's the biggest revenue contract you can ever have. It's billions and billions of dollars. There's no reason why the athletes at the Olympics across the board cannot get something from that paid out directly to them via the IOC. I think it's an indictment. It's a disgrace. This year, if you're in track and field in particular, World Athletics are giving the gold medalists upfront cash. It's a start, but it's not good enough. What is it? $50,000 for the winner? Is it? But only gold medalists are getting some cash. So yeah, but it's a disgrace to me. Oh, your dad's constant. Cool, Brian. Oh, it's Carnival Day. Okay, thanks. Another comment here. Truth serum moment. I wasn't really impressed with the women's 200 race. I guess my bias to Sharika. I think it was a good race. It was a good race. Gabby won good. Here's what the thing is. I think we have to. One of the ways in which, and this is hard to do, and sport, when you look at previous stuff in sports, it's like if your mind is set on like a super fast time, or you come in from a different era, it's like you're like, it doesn't feel as impressive, right? And I 100% agree with that. It comes out that way, right? So it's like you have to train your mind to like look at it that way, right? It's like, I don't know, like it took a while. When you have these unbelievable personalities too, or unbelievable sports people, when they go step aside and then you judge the performance that come after that, you get this kind of slight feeling that it's underwhelming, right? But in fact, it wasn't. I don't know. Time wise, yeah, you want something faster because you've seen 21.4s last time on 21.5s, but we have to pocket and see that those athletes are different kind of athletes as well, right? Yeah. I mean, Gabby is capable of running 21.6, but as we've pointed out, or all in the game and others in the chat pointed out, she hasn't gone faster than that outside of Eugene, which tells you a lot of things as well. But also, if you go back to yesteryear, that's some fast times winning there, right? 21.8s have won the Olympics before, obviously, and all that stuff. It happens. I mean, you like 21.7s, but yeah, it's a good race in the end. You see, you're talking about the slow times. It happens though, yeah. I think the men's 200 will be very quick. Aaron Knighton's my favorite. Interesting. How far you think he can go? I don't know uh, how to judge that, to be honest with you. Aaron in particular, because of the very few races that he's done this year. To be honest with you, I really don't know how to judge it. Penny's saying it was Beeman in 68, then Powell record in 91. Yeah, it still stands. I don't think anybody will ever get close to that. That night in Tokyo was a special night. They've done documentaries on it. I can't see it. That was a special night. I was young, but I remember the Jamaica 4x1 for sure. That was a ridiculous 4x1. Uh, yeah, yeah. Bob Beeman. Yeah, I've talked about the joke before. It's not the joke, but I found it funny because when I did the research, obviously when I did that video some years ago on the measuring system, like I really didn't remember. I didn't know that in 1968, Omega introduced electronic measurement (EDM) in distance measurement in the long jump, and it failed because they didn't think somebody could jump that long. So the Bob Beeman jump actually was ratified with steel tape or fiberglass. Yeah, one of those tape. They had to bring or I don't remember what kind of tape, but it had probably a steel tape. They had to bring it out because the system that they have, and if you could see like it couldn't go that far, right? They didn't anticipate anybody jumping that far, so they had to go to the old system. So Bob Beeman on that night was really outrageous. Yeah. Uh, also, Al, is it Al? Yeah, also saying Gabby is fast and one of the best 200 runners of all time, but healthy Sharika and Elaine would have been beaten. Yeah, but we're talking about a different level. I mean, yeah, Gabby is great. Yeah, she's up there. I don't know where I'll rank Gabby at. Gabby probably could get in my. Can she get in my top 5? I think I'm trying to think now, like, because at one point I never had Sharika in my top 5. She has to go up in it right now. It's hard to, yeah. I'm trying to think. I have to reevaluate my top 5 or top 10 in 200 meters. Still, Felix number 1 for me, career wise. You see, people are gonna look at some times. Felix times never got up to the level you would anticipate, but I mean, the medals, VCB up there for me, Merlin. Got to put Elaine up there at some point, but she only has Elaine has what, the two Olympic medals and that medal from the World Championships when Daphne beat her. Yeah, I don't know. These top five lists are always crazy, so I'm not even gonna start on that. I don't want to do it on the fly. I have to think through it because next thing I lose my credibility real fast. Twain is saying, I'm hoping for a 19.5 night on that. That is, I think he could if he runs 19.5, he could win it. I don't know what time will be required to run. What time you would need to win the 200-meter final? It's a very good question to answer. I don't know. All in the game will point out soon that no one has, since Noah's doubled, is not gone sub 19.5. So that is interesting. Kung Fu Kenny, Tobogo, Knighton. I don't know. I don't know what to think about with Knighton yet, to be honest with you, because I just haven't seen enough of him. Tomorrow's semifinals, obviously, so we'll get a better sense, but I don't know. Miss TJ said, how would you structure payment to Olympic athletes if you were the ISC? That's a big question you're asking there. Okay, so there's a big part of the budget that they pay out to the individual. So here's what the IOC I think says sometimes, if I remember correctly. They give the money and a lot of the revenue back to every country, and they should be doing something to like pay the athletes. Now that's not always a smooth thing in every nation states. Not calling any names right now, but that's interesting. And they do a lot of money to develop. They use a lot of money to develop other things. But obviously, you're banking on the current athletes and the stars of today in order to bankroll the future as well, or to subsidize the future. So it's a lot of sports, a lot of events. Some events obviously get much more prominence at the Olympics than others. Track and field is biggest. Swimming gets a lot. It depends. Some kind of athletes that come to the Olympics and play, money is not even an important thing to them. Tennis players, even though tennis should make more money than they do, but that's for another story. The basketball guys, especially on the men's side, if you're American guys, they couldn't care less. They're having fun. Those guys are multimillionaires. There should be at somewhere up. They can make a package out of it. I don't know what it could be, a 1% of the revenue they get this year. I don't have the numbers right off the top of my head, so I don't want to call out any numbers right now in terms of how much money they're making. Yeah, but also a lot of the money for the Olympics is dependent on the TV money, right? And increasingly, we're changing in a landscape of how we consume material. And yeah, NBC pays the most for the Olympics across the world. So they get, if you see, they have more journalists there, they have more people working there, they go everywhere. They're the most revenue from them from to IOC for the package comes through NBC, and it chops up everywhere. So whoever has the rights, say in the Caribbean, who I don't know who that is, they're not paying anywhere close to get that kind of money, because it's not it's based on different types of stuff. There's money there you could set down and give the athletes something. At the end of the day, whatever they do, I'm sure athletes will complain about it, but at least you could give them something. And I don't think it's inconsistent with the Olympic spirit or whatever Coubertin was saying when he was writing that stuff, and all of it, when they had that conference in France, in Paris, how many years to redefine the Olympics, and Greece was chosen to do it in 1896. The era is gone, right? And this whole world sphere attitude, and those times are long gone. Sports is massive big business. It's the biggest thing that captivates people on television. Yeah, so you change on that kind of stuff, and they set on the amateur stuff for a long time, which is garbage now. They could slash something from the thing and then just hand it out, right? I don't have an exact number right now. I'd have to think more about it. Imagine if we had a Caribbean team to these games. Yeah, but it could also be more complicated than you think too. Because yeah, well, maybe not. I guess if you had it in just a straight shot there, then no. Yeah, yeah, it's easier than running West Indies cricket for sure because sometimes selection of team is could be different. Yeah. All in the game. Need to wait till after 28 to rank people as we have two world championships and one Olympics to see what people can do. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my ranking will have to change at some point. It's possible that their athletes can displace some people in my existing ranking system, but I have to go revisit that. Jay Sanders says Gabby with the USA flags. Yeah. Never understood why it's okay to compete in cricket as a West Indies, but separately in other sports would stand so much of a chance of versus USA as a major team champs. Yeah, no, that comes down to another thing now, all in the game that you guys are gonna get me in trouble here on tonight. But I'm not, I'm not a regional integration expert or anything like that. Actually, I have there's a book here that I don't know. It's probably in my work office on Caribbean regional integration. Uh I don't know. I mean, if I don't want to mention words like West Indies Federation and all that stuff because people are gonna get upset. I don't know. I'm not a yeah. You need somebody who studies that kind of stuff to really give a better answer. Cursory, I don't know. I mean, the cricket thing is interesting. Obviously, I like cricket a lot and so you think through like you know beyond the boundary as an institution of what cricket meant to the development of Caribbean identity and even like a precursor to some form of a regional integration, which was something that I suspect the colonizers at some point wanted to see, but who knows? Uh, yeah, it could strengthen. Obviously, it's hard. I mean, at that level, to do anything there would be tough to coordinate and all of that stuff. But yeah. The good thing about athletics that I think it makes it simple. It's not, so you play as a region, say in football or association football, or you do cricket or so. It can be challenging because you're looking at a player and you're just not only doing on statistics or something like that to say they should make the team. But if you had like a big competition and you're like, okay, top three go through or cut through, then it's different, right? So maybe athletics could work because of the very nature of how it operates, but I don't know. Yeah. Uh, a lot of people listening to me opine on that kind of stuff. What do you think of the future of Oblique and him versus Aaron? Looks like what what to you? Aaron is a little talented in my eyes after a little tainted rather after a failed drug test later this year. Uh yeah, I contaminated beef is an interesting argument. I will get back to that later on this year. But there's a lot of people who, I don't want to start on that. He was cleared, so let's run with that for now. Uh I don't ever see Aaron in the 100. I don't think that's a future for him. I could see a 400, but I don't know if they'll do that. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong at it. He could probably run a good 100 meters if he settled down on it. It would be nice to see Aaron do two events. I can't see why, but you just have to want to do it. Oblique, I don't know. It's three major championships where where not think, but actually, if we're being objective, he should have been on the podium at three straight major championships. Now he did say in the interview that the injury flared up again. The groin, I think it was it a groin in the final, and he couldn't push. So that's the story he's given. Of course, we could speculate on other things like race tactics or race preparedness from a non-physical aspect, but I don't know. I actually don't know. Lil Corin said, "Who is your favorite athletes of all times in the Olympics?" I don't know. This is a hard one. Hard one. I like Merlin, obviously. Never won an Olympic gold. Hmm. I don't know. I did like, I was really most pleased in 92 on the Kevin Young 400 hurdles. That was a great performance for me. That sub 47 there, I remember that. I mean, if you ask me what I see versus what I've read, because there's some interesting performance is in the years before, obviously before I'm born or anything like that. But like storyline seems interesting, like the 400s in London and in Helsinki seem really interesting. Or the 440 yards rather. Performance wise, I don't know. I did like that 92 anchor by Carl in Barcelona. I don't know. Johnson in 96 was some spectacular stuff that, didn't think he should have probably broke the both world records then, but it didn't happen. I like the Donovan Bailey 100 meters because it was chaotic before. Obviously, the stuff that Bolt did is way up there. VCB, Fraser Price for me. I mean, 08 122 was super special for the Jamaican woman in Beijing. Karen and Sharon Sharon at the same time. I don't know. I like the Athens 4x1. They had that kind of edgy suit if you want to bring fashion into it, even though I don't really think about fashion like that. Yeah, this is kind of on the spot. I have no idea, to be honest with you. Marie Jose Parek going back to back. Kathy Freeman in 2000 was like an interesting moment in Sydney. The kind of social impact on that beyond she's not she's an original Australia, so that kind of first peoples or whatever they call them. Yeah, big stuff there. I'm just like clutching for stuff there. David Rudisha in London is ridiculous. Yeah. Does the team have a chance versus US in the 4x1? I mean, I don't know if the women can even make the final. If they can put it together, I don't know. That's gonna be a tough one. Men, I don't. Men, I initially I would say the men could do something. I have the men potentially getting a medal, but what is the status of Oblique? Will he run? That's questions. I haven't checked anything. I haven't asked anybody, so I don't know. I think if they can do good baton exchanges, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I see from the 200 guys. Don't look good to me to say like they can come in there. I think in the women for sure they may have to go resort to hurdlers as well. The women that run the 200, well, none of them made a final, so they'll put them in the mix, I suspect. Is Kemba? What state is Kemba in? There's a lot of unknowns that we don't have any idea of. Can Alana redo something? Will she be in the mix? No idea. I think chances for medals are not for on the women's side are very slim right now. Just not knowing where the state of those athletes and whether they can do any kind of serious exchanges that would put them in contention. On the men's side, there you would anticipate that you get a really good leg from Kashane. If Oblique was really in shape too, you suspect you could get something from him. Akeem Blake, I don't know. We'll have to see. Uh, I think Jamaican men will struggle in to do anything. Will struggle to win that if they aren't at their best. The U.S. starts overwhelming favorite there, and in the women, it's probably just a matter for them getting the baton around, and they should win that. If they do fantastic exchanges, then you could get some ridiculous times. That's my take on it. Yeah, I don't know. Well, guys, it's been really good. I really appreciate all of you on the live. I may come back tonight. I'm not 100% sure yet, but this was a really fantastic day six. Is it day six of the championship there? Uh, really good performances. We saw good results in the semifinal. I think the final of the 400 meters is going to turn out to be something better than I had anticipated coming into this championships. Because honestly, I didn't believe that the 400 meters for men were in a healthy space. And imagine that there's no Stephen Gardner, but good stuff. Karani James getting back to some of his best form. I hope he will be fresh enough to repeat and go sub 44. I would just love it to see Karani James go out on the podium. You know, Samuel Congo delivering national record, running something outside of assistance with altitude. Quincy Hall looked like there's a lot in the tank. Hudson Smith probably the most brutal there in terms of the way he ran that. I think he's going to be next level. Mike Norman almost flattered to deceive to me, but it could be just him playing coy there. Good to see Jerome Richards there. Good to see Ogazi from Nigeria making it as well. And then Christopher Bailey running a PB to get into it. So that's going to be fire. That's going to be fire. And I don't know what to say, you know. The 3,000 meters served up something. 1,500 meters was probably the greatest thing we saw this evening, because except for very few, I didn't anticipate Cole Hocker doing this. I thought he could be a sleeper for a medal. I had Kerr on the podium. I totally disregarded Nagoose, and I couldn't for the life of me think that we would have seen a 1,500 meter where Jakob Ingebrigtsen did not find his way on the podium. It's one thing for him to lose and choke, but not to even make the podium. Ultimate shocker there. You know, semifinals for the 400 meters, everything goes well. I think if I had to put a call on it, it's a ding dong between Sydney and Femke Bol as usual. That's not surprising. And then I think maybe Rochelle Clayton looks the best to me to get on that podium. Anything can happen. Tomorrow should be a really good day. Uh, there's gonna be the mixed race relay. This is the first event that's gonna come up in the Olympics. This is the marathon race walk where they set it up as gender parity. So it's the first time they're gonna get qualifications in the morning session for men's high jump. 100-meter hurdles for women get on. This is the most competitive event in all of track and field. Women's 100-meter hurdles. Oh, thanks for saying that. First time I'll be back. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for saying that. Robert is saying Norman is a choker. We'll see. We'll see. He looked really good in the first round, and then I don't know what I saw this evening. I have to watch it again. And yeah, we'll get women's javelin going. 5,000 meter heats too. So you'll see Jakob and those guys back on the track. Those who are doing that. 800-meter heats for men too. So you're gonna get Cedrati, Wanyoni, the French guy too. Yeah, that's gonna be great. And then in the evening, you'll get men's steeplechase final. El Bakali, Lamercha Gurma, the guys there. 400-meter final for men. It's going to be classic, obviously. Semi-final for women in the 400 meters as well. So, yeah, big stuff happening. Discus final for men too. Caribbean has some representation there too. 200-meter semi-final for men. So a lot of cool stuff. Triple jump qualification. So you'll get to see a bunch of guys coming out as well. Yeah, pole vault for women final. What a pole vault without Molly Caudry. That's just, I don't even know how to explain that. Yeah, so all in the game is saying Mike Norman is arguably the most naturally talented athlete of this generation, 100, 200, 400, but lacks the dog in him. His mentality is seriously lacking. No doubt about that. Super talented there for Norman. Ability to go in a number of places there. You know, he can basically get into places that we've never seen before. And honestly, in terms of like 400, 200, but I don't know what to say about Mike Norman. I mean, Then there was that crazy move to decide to run the 100 meters, which didn't really work out. And was there some coach changes too? I don't know. Chris, thanks for saying that. How are you doing there? I hope all is well in Australia. Uh, appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Um, Dean the Dream is saying, like the show, let's get it to 10K. Appreciate that. Yeah, so tomorrow would be fire. Chris says, Daley Thompson, the GOAT. Interesting. He might be. I don't know. It's just interesting kind of Daley Thompson dominated a lot, right? In decathlon. Certainly the British GOAT. That's a hard one to think through, to be honest with you. I mean, back to back at the Olympics in 80 and 84, a lot of people like to put asterisks on 1980. But I guess if you do it on 80, you have to do it on 84. Because it's the same political kind of thing. Yeah. He has titles in World Championship. It's a tough one. I haven't really evaluated the distances there, the multi-event really for my own personal stuff. I take your point on him. Yeah. I mean, things have improved of it. I mean, career wise, he's big time, but I mean, I don't want to riff off the top because I'll miss people. There's top P. Ashton Eaton. I mean, I like Dan O'Brien, but probably didn't do enough. Had a world record at one point. Roman Chevrolet. I don't know. Then Damian Warner could have, if he had won the gold here, it'd be an interesting conversation. I mean, too bad for the French guy. It was just, he wasn't there. Yeah. Doreen saying, "Hi, how you doing? I'm staying silent. I'm here just staying silent. Thanks for being so informative. Really appreciate you saying that." Yeah, I don't know. I have to think more about it. Maybe other people might chime in on who've watched the sport for a long time about the decathlon. It's tough, right? The trouble with the decathlon too is that it's just brutal. Like it's not an event that should exist. It's just too much on the body. I mean, it's clear cut in the women. Obviously, Jackie Joyner Curse is the greatest thing we've ever seen on this, and I don't think it's close. I would say Carolina Clough could have been. She could have challenged that if she had stuck around, but she changed quickly, and then she just got out of track and field really early. Nafitayam could do something and enter the conversation, but I think you really need a world record on top to just to even dislodge China Cursor. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it's hard to compare across eras, and we probably shouldn't do it, but it's an exercise that we like. Yeah. All in the game, Ashtonita might be the most naturally talented decathlete. Probably so. That's probably true. These guys, but the newer guys benefit from a different level of sports science that the guys before never had. How to periodize the training and how to monitor the body and all that stuff. Interesting times. Anyway, I'm gonna bounce. I appreciate everybody sticking around and for liking the video and all of that. What is this there? We need just one more subscribe. What? We need just one more honorable subscriber to hit the like button to make it 300. I think Mark is always on top of the what's going on there. I don't even watch it. I'm not good at math, but I like round numbers. I hear you. Appreciate it. Do Margaret a favor and hit that to get to the whatever number she just said, 300 or something like that. All right. It's been my pleasure, guys. I will be back tomorrow, or I'll think about tonight. Probably tomorrow for sure. And yeah, you take care. We'll see you soon.